with Phil stumping drunkenly out of his bed, preparing in his head all the things he's wanted to be said. 90 minutes for Phil to fill with so much time to kill, he promised Char, but all he does instead is beg and shell. The stream's online and straight away begins to wane, but all is fine as long as Char's benign and doesn't step out of line. His content's immature for all to enjoy, like fresh manure, but I feel sure he ran shooting feeling so insecure. The money earned from yesterday was withdrawn and long gone, as Phil's spending impulse is always set to stay on. His support is also slow and stays so low and fails to grow. You never know, the show may turn into an easy bingo. We're sick of across the board, we charge the war because the score can't be ignored. Just how much DSP makes us all feel so bored. To help us fight or sleep and try to keep alert to watch it creep, we play bingo while Phil will bitch on why his sheep are also cheap. While DSP is chasing green, we're seeing green across our screen as Phil's routine predictability rivals our soul machine. He's not in burping, leaning, ban. It matters not if Andrew Fanner's chatters can't see if others make him feel less of a man. Takes a drink and slaps his leg before launching into a bike, pretending there for bills when truth is there to buy a wrestling JPEG. Talks about his shitty life of Claw's cat and fatty wife and all his strife while forgetting that tits done well and they were right. With drama he will react, but as an actor it's a fact as he rehearsed to be exact in how he felt he was attacked. Pre-stream's nearly over and a win is in sight, with little white despite Phil's delight that tits were not light. We'll say alright, it is okay, and now it's time for Phil to play, but first he'll say that tits will help from being off the other day, and with those words we win again. It's never if but always when the game is won, and thanks to that we made it to the very end. Hey guys, King Jad here, and welcome to DSP Bingo for today, Thursday, the 19th of June 2025. I do hope you're all doing very well on this very fine Thursday. So yeah, no sign of Phil Burnell yet, as he plans to play Oni Musha 2, on his stream today. Should be a normal size podcast, normal length podcast, and he's going to get into gameplay and all that jazz. So not a lot to go through, but I've got something very important I want to get through first of all, okay? I made a post about this earlier on the community. It's on the community post page as well. I have changed the price of memberships, and I've lowered it. Okay, so when I first set up memberships back in the fucking day, I just decided with what YouTube was telling me what wasn't. So apparently the standard rate for memberships was $4.99, and like I just kind of picked what YouTube suggested. You know what I mean? Like, fuck it, I'll do. You know what I mean? I'll use memberships. But ever since then, I've had time to kind of look back and think to myself, actually, is this a good, is this value? Is it good? I went and looked at other attractor channels and kind of saw, wait a second, WPIG have several tiers, for example, you know what I mean? They have various prices, but the lowest price is a lot lower and all that shit. And I kind of thought to myself, well, I felt like I was overcharging, to be honest, for memberships, so as of now, there is two tiers. You have the old tier, which I have renamed Do Not Select This Level, which up every single person, every single member right now, apart from Navy Vet for Life, is in the Do Not Select This Level tier. Navy Vet for Life renewed a membership, and they renewed it at the new level. So they're the only current member. they're technically the only bingo bad right now. Every single other member is in a Do Not Select This level because it's by default. I had to do it this way. So the reason I had to do it this way is because you can't just fucking amend the price. I wish you could just if you could amend the price. Brother says refresh. Hold on. Brother says refresh. Refresh it, please. It's not showing properly. What do you mean it's not refresh? You're showing properly. I'm very confused. What do you mean refresh? Refresh a page? It looked normal to me. I'm so confused. What do you mean? I'm very confused. I think Prophet's fucking with me.
Come the fuck in or fuck the fuck off.
Oh, well, there's a great example there. So Stroyer has popped their 7-month membership thing, but that is at the Do Not Select This Level membership, So as I said, like, long story short, I have the memberships are staying the exact same, apart from the fact that I'm going to fucking make it cheaper. Okay, the memberships are in terms of like the perks, whatever. You know what I mean? Members get access to my members Discord. You get a inflatable crown membership badge. You get to use emojis as well. I'll shout them out. So, and I'm going to remove.
Come the fuck in or fuck the fuck off.
And I'm going to, in a few weeks' time, I'm going to delete this more expensive perk. If I deleted the more expensive perk now, it would have removed every single member who currently has a membership, apart from the ones that are members on the cheaper perk. and I felt I would have been unfair to do. You know, if people just became a member, you know, very recently, it would have been unfair for me to have done that straight away. Navy Vet for Life is popping us up saying, "Let me add this one. Phil don't have a podcast." Lol. Yeah, Phil doesn't have a podcast. That's a well established fact. But yeah, in terms of free spaces, we are 2 away. 2 more either new or rejoining members from a free space, because we've had 3 of these pop up so far. So there we go. Anyway, I just thought I'd try and explain that as best as I could. You know, in a few weeks' time, I'm going to remove the more expensive perk. You know, this more, you know, so the old price was $4.99. You know, pounds sterling. You know, because that was just the default YouTube thing told me. And after I had time to look at it, you know, recently, and I thought to myself, that's a bit too much. You know, so I've lowered the price of memberships. You know, new price is going to be $1.99 instead, you know, or whatever it is, depending on where you are in the world. But yeah, memberships will be cheaper, same perks, and it's the same, it's still $5, you know, for a free space, you know. So nothing changes when it comes to like rules of bingo and free spaces or whatever, you know. But in a few weeks' time, I'm going to delete the older perk, just so nobody picks that up by mistake or whatever. If I deleted it now, it would have just wiped out all the memberships, including the ones that became members, you know, recently, and it would have been unfair of me to do that straight away. So I'm giving people time, and also I know some people have memberships on like auto renew, so it gives people time as well to try and make sure to change things if they need to change things. Profit I just upped the $4.99 membership. Don't tell me what to do. I'm trying to, for fuck's sake. Oh hell. Navy says, I think if you change your membership level, it might retroactively add time to the renewal date. I don't know. I mean, I'm not entirely sure myself. Like, all I know is that Navy, when you renewed it earlier on, well, obviously for you earlier on, it just kind of said, welcome to Mingo Baddies. It didn't say anything about, you know, how long you were doing it, whatever. And then you popped the thing earlier on as well, not long afterwards. It says, you know, Bingo Baddie for 15 months, you know. But your one says Bingo Baddies, you know. So that's, yeah, you can see it says that in Destroyer. It just says new member. Even though this is a 7-month membership message and it says do not select this level on my screen. So who knows? Who fucking knows? Anyway, long story short, guys, memberships are cheaper. Nothing else changes, you know what I mean? Same perks, the same free spaces criteria. But memberships are cheaper now, and in a few weeks' time, I'm going to remove the more expensive perk. Just, I mean, so I'm letting you guys know. Some people might have auto renew on. If you do, you know, you might want to just amend your details and renew it or whatever. I'm going to delete an older perk soon. If you want to be a member at a cheaper level, go for it. You know, it's entirely up to you. But you guys know the score now, so there we go. Second man says that you know my membership expires. I'm not too sure myself, you know what I mean. But I'm just trying to be as transparent as possible, if you know what I mean. So yeah, I do explain in the community post as well. Apologise if I'm not doing this sooner, you know. So I'm going to delete the older expenses level in a few weeks' time, and it gives people a chance to have time to kind of check the details, and if they want to, you know, if they want to still be a member and a cheaper membership, they're more than welcome to, of course. There you go. So yeah, that explains that. Okay, so good stuff. So there's not much to go through with Phil. Phil had a very profitable day yesterday, undeniably. Also, so Gundam has joined in on the whole shit, you know, game journalist thing. He dropped his own version, which got some traction. It's a Gundam's version. Closeted game journalist tries to prove that he's straight by playing Onimusha 2.
Now wait a minute! Why does the scene with the woman open up with her naked in the waterfall? What is with the Japanese, man? These perverted Japanese. This is the house where I used to live. That woman's voice came from the other direction. I should head there first. That's right, because a woman called you in the street. Drop everything. The call of the woman takes priority over anything else in your life. Even if your family is in there dying right now, leave them alone, abandon them because a woman called your name, you simp. What is your problem? Oh, I can't look at him. I can't look at a man. I can wear an outfit that completely exposes my top, but I can't look at a man. Like, look, what is the purpose of there being a cutout right there above her boob? What does that serve exactly? I don't get it.
Is Phil seriously asking him what is the point of cleavage? Is Phil seriously questioning the logistics of cleavage on clothing?
Why don't we have 4 naked dudes in the bathhouse rubbing each other down with oils if we're gonna have the woman in the waterfall? I don't think it's fair treatment. I'm sorry, I have to protest. I'm filing a formal complaint in this game that came out in 2006.
Jesus fucking Christ, Phil's the type of person, if Phil ever was like, if Phil watches porn, he's the type of person who's gonna fucking have to like watch gay porn as well as straight porn just so it's a level playing field. You know? It's not fair if I just stick to watching one kind, it's unfair. I need to watch both kinds, because it's fairer that way. Anyway, so that was Gundam's attempt at joining in on the whole game journalist kind of, you know, theme. But shitpost themselves also had their own version very recently. Earlier on today, in fact. 40-year-old extremely terrible gamer refuses to take accountability in Minecraft and then dies. Different sort of style than usual, of course, you know what I mean? But yeah, they've kind of cottoned on to the Minecraft thing. It's a shorter one as well, it's only 20 seconds. But yeah. They're also having fun making fun of Phil.
40-year-old extremely terrible gamer refuses to take accountability in Minecraft and then dies.
No, dude, I didn't fall. I swear to God, I didn't fall. He passed through the block that I was standing on. Oh my God! I'm done.
Oh,
40 years.
That was fucking pathetic from Phil, to be honest. That was a couple weeks ago when he played that, when that happened. So yeah, that was utterly pathetic. Anyway, I have a notification here, and the notification is because this poll I ran this poll the other day, and it lasted a day. Over 100 people voted in my poll, so I was curious. I asked the internet, and by internet I mean I asked Twitter. Now we know where a lot of Phil's money goes to, and the next day he's back to square one, proving it'll never be enough for him. What is your stance on him being whaled? Overwhelming majority of people who voted, 89% of the people who voted, don't care that Phil Burnell gets whaled massively. They would rather see Phil's fucking fans go bankrupt supporting Phil. So Phil getting whaled the fuck out, the common consensus, at least, you know, from my understanding here, you know, here's it: let the whales whale themselves into the fucking poorhouse to keep Phil afloat. You know, Agent Proper with the classic fugitive line, "Oh, I don't care." Sunspot says, the way I see it, we only have an option, of course, let the dents fucking go bankrupt. If they're smart enough to make money, if they're smart enough to make enough money to support him, but sure enough to support him, they aren't worth saving, says in an auto place, good stuff. Brian Romney says, most of them seem to believe the narrative Phil spins, that it's his money and he can do what he wants. There you go. Little Gamer says, at this point, they know who DSP is and what they're supporting. If it ruins their lives financially and Phil drops them like he has everyone else in his life that stopped being useful, they deserve what they get. Some interesting takes for sure. Most people basically just saying, fuck the whales, let them fucking suffer, you know. I believe Phil and the major whales treat them like a cult. You can't save someone who doesn't want saved. There you go. Once you're in the kingdom pay pig fetish lifestyle, you aren't going back. If they ever leave, they'll just find another person to fixate on. There you go as well. So yeah, a lot of interesting takes, whatever, you know. But common consensus, the majority of people seem to really fucking believe that they... I mean, Phil tries to fucking spin, so anytime Phil hits a goal, he tries to fucking say, yeah, we've won the trolls failed to hitting their goals and felting the trolls, you know what I mean? Like, it costs the trolls, and, you know, it costs me and you absolutely nothing financially. We're not out of pocket when Phil Burnell gets whaled, you know? It costs his audience so tremendously, you know? I don't know about you guys, Phil has had people in his team who support him go bankrupt supporting him. I've never had anyone go bankrupt supporting me, and I hope it never happens either. I'm insanity. I'd tell you, fuck that. Any time I get close to, you know, whenever I get like a large contribution, I'm like, hold the fuck on, are you fucking sure? I'm always skeptical and thinking, are you fucking sure you meant to send that? You know, but so yeah, it's just crazy. You know, it's just fucking Phil being fucking Phil. There you go. Oh, apparently 16 billion passwords have been leaked from Apple, Google, Facebook, etc. It is now considered as a target the largest password leak in history. You might want to change your passwords, I guess. That's quite a big leak. 16 billion, interesting, but it's your fucking tweet I see. Yeah. Where did I fucking go? Oh, Phil's awake. Phil's finally turned up to the stream. Good morning, all. Hooray for that. There's a Snort Burnell compilation. Snort Burnell has a compilation from Phil's gameplay from last night of him playing Mario. It's titled The Internet's Most Weepy Man-Child Losing All the Races in a Row, 20 in a row, in Mario Kart World.
Now let's play the game! Oh my god!
I have to warn everyone. Warning. Will you meet?
I mean, that's kind of, I kind of tried to make this point as well yesterday, Prof. Like, you know, we're meant to be jealous of Phil because he makes a lot of fucking money. But on the flip side of things, the things he fucking spends on does nothing to fucking enrich his life whatsoever. His home is still in a fucking state of disrepair. His wife has still not been taken on some sort of fucking honeymoon. You know? There is no fucking, like, there is nothing substantial being improved in Phil's life with him getting lots of fucking money because he fucking, you know, it just basically just means more money going to usual suspects of things like WWE champions and all that shit. So it's just, I mean, that's what I'm saying. His home is still in a complete state. You know, he won't invest in trying to, you know, oh, he got new ceiling fans. But can't he fucking forget the new ceiling fans he got? You know, according to Phil as well, that cost several $1,000s. According to Phil Burnell, getting 2 ceiling fans cost multiple thousands of dollars. That was his priority. Never mind fucking fixing the fucking shower or the bathroom or fucking, you know, the whatever, you know what I mean, the dishwasher, the kitchenware. No. Ceiling fan for the living room and ceiling fan for his fucking office. Those are the 2 priority things he fucking to spend money on.
You see right now is going to be absolutely disgusting. Sound good?
Sounds good to me.
All right, well, ladies and gentlemen, the person who I just tipped $2 just said, why wait, and did a $148 tip. Yes, I'm not kidding. $148 and said, why wait? So thank you to the $148 tipper.
Oh, God.
Ghost of Derridge tipped £1. I'll have you the detractors know that my mother never runs out of money. That is because she owns a hybrid business, which is a hybrid of a pet store and a restaurant.
Jesus!
Derek, you stole your mama's credit card to fucking give Phil money. Enough said.
Why wait? So thank you to the $148 tipper. You know, total, that was $150. It never ends. The grifting never ends.
I want this outfit. Oh, there is no outfit? Oh, I got it, okay. Hell yeah, give me a Peach outfit. Let's see what she gets. Sightseeing Peach. Great, I still got no item again. Son of a... There's Peach on vacation. Well, I just get eliminated. I can't speed up. I have no items. That's it. Done.
I hear a wild Panda Lee was also racing Phil in these like circuits. So I love how for the second time in a row a random Panda Lee was beating Phil in these Mario Kart races.
So I was 100% screwed by item use. It had nothing to do with me driving poorly. I never actually missed a corner. Never accidentally ran into it.
Phil, you're 18th. How the fuck can you say you did nothing wrong racing when you were fucking 18th? Like, yeah, he's like, we were the best team in the league this season, you'd finish fucking bottom. No, aye, but there's nothing wrong. We turned up, you know what I mean, and we fucking played the game, you know what I mean, it's just, there's nothing we could do. Our team just fucking scored more goals than us. What? The fuck? Hey, Ramon Sanchez, how you doing, pal? Hope you're doing well.
To an item, it was literally just item use. They hit me with items, I couldn't come back, they kept stealing the items in front of me, I couldn't get items, that was the end of it. So...
There she is. Hold on. That was... I feel like they were doing that in part. Hold on. Phil, this is like near the top. Oh, look at this. Panda Lee 17. Doing their best to just fuck over Phil. Just bumped. And Phil was getting chased by the bullet bill was right behind Phil at this point in time. Oh yeah, handily. Haunting Phil after all these years.
Pretty chaotic right now. Red shell, can't do anything about that. Got hit by literally nothing, couldn't see it.
Phil went from like 2nd to 18th. No. Look at the start of this clip.
Get items, that was the end of it. So
He's 2nd. First is right there in front of him. Right, so Phil went. I mean, you can see in the map how close everyone is together, but Phil went from 2nd place. And all of a sudden, just like that. This is why Mario Kart is so fucking fun for most people, because it's just such a chaotic game where you can go from being on the cusp of victory to finishing dead last. Just luck. And vice versa. The opposite also applies. You can go from being dead and buried to fucking, stealing a fucking win at the fucking death.
pretty chaotic right now. Red shell, can't do anything about that. Got hit by literally nothing, couldn't see anything, but took a hit anyway. Now I'm in 20th, great. I'm eliminated already. I'm literally already eliminated. I have no items. There's nothing I can do. So I was top 5. A red shell hits me. Everyone comes around the corner. I get hit by something else that I can't avoid or see. That's it. It's over. Race is over. That's Mario Kart. Wow, what a great epic game of skill. Absolutely epic game of skill, everybody.
For some, you are lacking the skills to pay the bills, but that's been the case for the last several fucking decades.
Wow.
Oh my god, he's drinking salt.
Touring Peach. What's the difference between sightseeing and touring? By the way, I'm done. Are you kidding me? Wow, this vehicle is awful. I'm not using this ever again. This bike, it's garbage. I'm getting no speed whatsoever with this bike. At all. Like 0 speed. This makes no sense. I'm driving fine. Then you get flattened. Then a car's right in front of you. You can't avoid. That's it. You're done. The race is over. What do you mean? I just got a bunch of power-ups. I should be doing it. No, you're done. Okay. Look at that. Are you kidding me? I was doing fine. All of a sudden, he pushed me off. I used my banana.
Phil, you're the one doing the pushing.
I was doing...
So you are pushing them. In fact, you have like 3 bananas. You used one right there, you know? You've used like 2 more there. And I feel like Phil sped up there. Like, Phil gets a huge burst of acceleration here. Is that Phil just like using the fucking like the button to try and like just get a speed boost? Like Phil does not get pushed here, I think. Does he? Hold on.
Look at that!
Wait, that there. It just feels like Phil trying to speed up at the wrong time. Because it looks like Phil pushed, there's a fucking button you can push to like get these like a drift boost. It looks like Phil activates it here. Is that being activated? The wee fucking fire that comes with drift boost. It looks to me that's what happened. And if Phil hadn't done that, well, he's going towards the fucking edge. Oh, for God's sake. That's how I interpret it anyway. I don't play this game, but that's how it looks to me.
No, you're done.
One more time.
Look at that! Are you kidding me? I was doing fine. All of a sudden, he pushed me off. I used my bananas to get him off me. All of a sudden, I get pushed off the end. What happened? That's it. It's over.
Oh my God. How the fuck did this... It's a straight line. No. This is a straight line. Just drive straight, Phil. Drive straight and you might fucking be top 16. And Phil's like, I'm gonna go all the way to the left here.
Pushed off the end. What?
I'm gonna find this fucking little snow pile to get stuck in.
What happened? That's it. It's over. Yeah, this is awful. It's legit, dude. It's legit awful. I lost my item twice for no reason. I don't know why. No one stole my item with the ghost. I just lost it while I was actually getting it. I lost it. Then I'm drifting. I hit the guy with 2 bananas, but because I'm drifting, he pushes me off the edge. Even though I'm hitting him, I'm the one who gets bullied.
Oh my God, dude, just shut up.
Jesus fucking Christ, man. Prophet says I don't need to buy a Switch 2. To be honest, Prophet, I'm kind of surprised you haven't got one already. I kind of thought also you're a tech savvy guy, so I kind of thought you'd have been all over that, you know, just for the sake of like, you know, having tech, you know. It's not a PC. True, it's not a PC. That's a good point. Good counterpoint.
Shut up and stop whining. Ugh. They live in this isolated world of the online where they don't ever have to grow up. They're never held responsible for their actions. Therefore, they never have to mature. They can literally be babies their entire lives. They are morally retarded in the fact that they never will advance to a mature level. They've retarded their own maturity by being these online people like this.
I kind of forgot Phil had said that before. Like that's one of the more insane Phil quotes from back in the fucking day. Morally retarded. Phil actually used the words morally retarded in such a fucking manner. Like that.
It's really fucked up when you think about it. They call me the man-child.
What hit us? Like, it hit both of us and there was nothing on the screen. We got hit by literally nothing. It was invisible. So stupid.
You know what? I'm kind of curious. What did hit Phil? So Ham's right here next to Bowser. So, what the hell is that? What have they driven into? Or driven into? Like, what the fuck happens here? I'm confused actually. What hit them? Is there any? So what hit them? Did it? Was it a blast from a bomb? Who had the bomb? Oh wait. Is that Donkey Kong up front? Ah, it might be. Is that DK throwing something? I'm not sure. It's hard to tell. I don't know. But yeah, I was trying to figure out what happened myself.
What hit us? Like, it hit both of us and there was nothing on the screen. We got hit by literally nothing. It was invisible. So stupid. That's it. It's over.
Phil actually might have finished 12th here. You know, he had a chance to finish 12th here.
There's nothing on the screen. We got hit by literally nothing. It was invisible.
But for some reason here, and it's a straight line Phil needs to go in, Phil feels compelled to turn right and almost drive in the water.
So stupid.
Like, why this move here? Why?
That's it. It's over. It wasn't my driving. It's the vehicle. The vehicle sucks. The vehicle has no speed at all. Like, literally 0 speed. So I can't win a race because the vehicle is crap. So I'm definitely switching this bike. It sucks ass. Now this guy has 3 fucking shells right next to me. Come on. Now I get flattened. G combo. The fuck
You just got wombo comboed, son.
want me to do? Oh, that's it. I'm done now. It's over. Yep. No,
Thank God you changed vehicles, Phil.
literally, why did I lose? Combos. Look, combo in a row. Things I can't avoid. What do you want me to do?
I mean, it's a shame these fucking players are using online tactics to these unblockable combos online. It just ain't fair.
Unreal. It really is a bullshit game. Like, it's fun when it works, but when you get cheated every fucking time, it's like, dude, there's no fun to be had here. You just literally comboed me 4 times in a row. What did you want me to do? I was playing well. I was coming back. I was passing everyone. What the fuck do you want me to do? Because you hit me 4 times in a row.
Oh my god, he's drinking piss.
Again with this nonsense.
Huge fucking road. How's Phil going to fuck this one up, I wonder? Is he live yet? He's not live. Okay. I keep checking to make sure I don't miss Phil going live. So let's go back a few seconds and see how Phil fucks this up here. It's like an 8-lane road. Plenty of fucking space, Phil.
Piss.
Again with this nonsense.
Okay, it's a 4-lane road, but a big fucking lanes.
She fucking hit me, dude. What is hitting me?
B12 for better, Phil. B12 for better. Don't lose it. Nice flip, dumbass. He right at the death. Right at the death lost. Like, if I feel like if Phil just drove normally, he would have fucking finished top 12 there. Like, the thing, his decisions, his active choices there, going up there, slowed him down. So here he's safe, he's 12, just keep driving straight. This slows him down for some reason. I don't know why Phil decided to do this. I don't know. I don't play games, I don't understand if it's a good idea. To me, this looks like a bad idea to do this. It slowed him down. At least it seemed like it slowed him down. And then that. As soon as he does that, somebody passes him and sneaks 12 from him.
It said I was in 12th. I passed the line. You're eliminated.
Yeah, because you fucking slowed down at the fucking last second and someone overtook you at the very end. You decided to jump. Jesus.
Sleeping Phil tipped £1. Snore, snore, snore. Catherine, wake up. I just got flattened.
Jesus. Bloody wake up. A Bowser flattened me in Mario Kart again. Please reassure me. But Phil, I don't know, why did Phil, like, your seconds, like, Phil's ahead at this point in time. No, there's no guarantee, of course, that Phil was going to finish 12th here, okay? He's like neck and neck here, he's like 12th here, okay? Like, he goes from 12th, and like, the guy passes him right here, essentially. But Phil making the active choice to do this, he slowed himself down. You know what I mean? He probably would have fucking been 13th anyway, but Phil did himself no favours here by doing this manoeuvre. You know, like inches from the fucking finish line. You know what I mean? If he'd done it beforehand, it may have fucking came and it may have helped him. You know, I don't know. Steve says the jump gives him a boost. He bumps into somebody in his right, which is why he slows down. Oh, is that the first time? This one over here. So that's what you mean. And he bumped into that guy, I think. It feels like, yeah, in midair. Was it Peach? Did he bump into Peach? I don't know, it was that one there, that's what it was. This fucker, they bumped into this fucker, yoinks. You know, and that slowed him down.
It said I was in 12th. I passed the line. You're eliminated. Sure, whatever you say, game. It said I was 12th, and then it took it away. Get hit once, that's it. Get hit 17 more times from behind, and you're fucked. I was doing absolutely fine. I was like, what, like top 8, top 5? Hitting them with boomerangs, get hit by...
Phil. I'm trying to understand. Oh, Phil's alive. My bad, hold on. Rewind. Yeah, the bad man's alive. So I'll put one pause. Oh, fuck's sake. This is Phil's drip for today. Short sleeve, short waist, t-shirt poking through the end of the sleeves here. I love how Phil's shirts can't even fit anymore. He can't fucking button them up because his fucking little tubby Batman titties prevent him from doing so. But he's in the best shape he's ever been in his fucking life, apparently. Fuck off. I'm trying to make sense of this shit here. I'm trying to make sense of this piss that Phil did here. Got bumped there. Gets like a boomerang, I think. Spams like crazy. And then, like, just everyone catches up with him and squishes him.
Get hit once, that's it. Get hit 17 more times from behind, and you're fucked.
Even the fucking shark fucking slapped him out of the way.
Get hit once, that's it.
I mean, imagine getting slapped by a shark.
Get hit 17 more times from behind, and you're...
I assume it's a shark, or is it a whale?
Fuck.
It'd be ironic if it was a fucking whale.
I was doing absolutely fine. I was like, what, like top 8, top 5? Hitting them with boomerangs, get hit by something I can't see, flatten, that's it. Last place, done. Garbage.
You know, it's funny, Phil, when you throw boomerangs at people in front of you, they also get hit by something they can't see. That's because it's happening from behind them.
This guy constantly whining. Wah, wah. Shut the fuck up. God damn. Wah, wah. We are currently at $212 of support already. Less than $90 to go for a second goal tonight. And we got 90 minutes left. We are in prime position to hit 2 goals on the stream tonight, my friends. Please support the stream.
And I think it did, by the way. I think so. If the day stream saw Phil make $172, I believe. Although it's important to note that 160 of that came by about by 1 Phil's time, he was on $160, and in 2 hours, in 2 hours and 35 minutes of gameplay, Phil made $12. Just let that sink in. In 2 hours and 35 minutes of gameplay, from 1:25 p.m. until 4 p.m. and Phil clocked it bang on time, he made $12. The majority of Phil's money came in quite early, which most of it, of course, was an anonymous tip. Just like a night stream, Phil getting anonymous tips from left and right and all over the fucking place. Just it's funny how he's anonymous tips. Phil never questions them either. Phil never seems to fucking be skeptical of anonymous tips or where they come from, whatever, or whether they're legitimate or not. He just accepts them. It's almost like they all come from the same source.
You can?
I have no idea what's going on. Great. What the fuck? Well, I'm eliminated. I don't even know what happened.
Well, Phil, you're meant to turn left and right, and instead you fucking turn right and left. You know, the course is going left and right, and you fucking forgot to fucking follow the path, and you kept crashing into walls and pillars and fences and everything. You just ignored. You basically drove everywhere apart from the fucking track. This was like, I need to show off your horrible piss poor driving again, Phil, here, but this was fucking embarrassing. So yeah, let me fucking big open hole. It's not. No, I was just driving to this pillar.
Great.
And of course that knocks you towards the wall. Then you kind of get bumped to the left here. You might have start turning right soon. You hit that wall as well, which slows you down, which should help you. But of course, you didn't forget you got to turn left. You take a speed boost when you're facing right. So that's what happened to you.
What the fuck? Well, I'm eliminated. I don't know what happened. Keep in mind, I don't know what car I'm using. I have no idea what car I'm even using, so... Van, you're, that bus, you're full of shit. I did not touch it. Nope, no way I can make 5-4 now. Well, it was my best placement of the night. I didn't hit the bus. It's bullshit. The bus was to my left. I was here, and it said, oh, you clipped into it. No, I didn't. I didn't actually fully connect with that bus at all. That should not have been a hit.
Oh my god, he's drinking wheelchair donations.
Right, how's it gonna fuck this one up here? Pig Roach's Hail Mary worked as it added more goals and got $130 in donations. Personally, I put the Hail Mary of $170 in fake tips. I highly doubt any idiots would have donated $130 tonight. So Phil's second and third right here, how's he gonna fuck this one up? He has items, he has shells, and he wasted them all immediately.
What?
He had 3 shells. No, he had 3 shells, and he used them all like instantly. Or wait, so he used that one, but I think, oh, hold on, I thought it was, damn it, I mean, I was searching, I think. I was trying to type in, I was trying to use a keyboard shortcut to go for forward frames. So he loses that shell by hitting the other guy's shell, but he's still got 1 left. Which the guy also took out. Okay, wow. So he used 1 shell effectively, and then just crashed into someone else to lose his other 2 shells. To me, that's on Phil. Phil has to fucking be aware of his surroundings better. You know, he had 3. I mean, he was in a strong position there. He's top 4 already. He has 3 shells, very powerful tools, and he just couldn't help himself but steer into somebody and fucking lose 2 shells.
What? Nothing I could do. Literally nothing I could do. I was not outplayed there whatsoever. I just got hit by a bunch of shit at the very end. I was in top 4. I was second place firmly. And then all of a sudden, godlike item, godlike item. I can't stop them from having the godlike items, so they're gonna catch up to me and then get hit by a million times at the end.
Whining and complaining.
What just hit me? I have no fucking clue. I was hitting them with my boomerang, and then I took a hit. Made no fucking sense at all. What was I supposed to do there?
I tried not sucking. Be better.
Well, that fucked up. I didn't know the track. I don't know this track. I've only played on it once. I almost never make it to this track, so...
Isn't that your fault? Like, that's not anyone else's fault but you, because you refuse to fucking play tracks.
Second place! Second place!
It's not first, Phil. You still lost. You're a first place loser.
Not bad. Second place.
Me. Loser. Loser.
Ah, God, he's first. He's first.
Hit 3 times in a row. Nothing I can do to stop it whatsoever. Now I'm in last. It's over.
First.
The race is actually over because I get hit 3 times. How was that my fault? I was in fucking first by a mile, and I get hit by 3 items in a row. I had it won. I had it won. At least I got top 3. Again, that's twice in a row, but that is fucking bullshit.
I was crying like where?
Yeah, he's whining like a bitch now.
What is happening? I have no idea what's going on. I can't tell. I was like, dude, I was doing well. Look at this. I was doing well. Now I'm in 14th. I can't do anything. What was I supposed to do? What exactly did I do wrong? Absolutely nothing. I'm done. I was doing well. That's hit 14th.
You have done that yourself.
Great gameplay, Nintendo. Great fucking job. Seriously. You really made a great game here.
Of course, Phil would drive into the fucking banana. He has got great speed here. Things are going quite well for him here. He's actually fucking doing quite no. He's doing no bad. But he fucking drives directly into a fucking banana, slowed himself down.
How am I still getting hit? I'm boosting, and they're faster than me.
But well, you hit a fucking banana, slowing you down. Then you got brushed by a bullet bill, and then you got squished the fuck out by somebody bigger than you.
I'm at maximum speed boosting with the fucking gold mushroom, and they're faster than me and overtaking me. Yeah, this is complete bullshit. Fuck this game. I'm at literal maximum speed. Pass him, pass him, pass him, pass him. How the fuck are you passing me?
Because you fucking went and tripped over a banana, you dumb bastard.
That's the fastest you can drive.
Yeah, try me, Vivi. I need journalism difficulty.
I just looked at the map. Look where Phil is in the map. Like, you know, I have to point this out. In case you're wondering where everyone else is there. The battle for first is quite intense. Phil's all the way back here by himself, all feeling all lonely. And so in case you're wondering why Phil has no one around him, that's why he's stuck in 4th place. So yeah, I just thought I'd explain that in case people are wondering what the fuck was going on in the race there.
I'm in massive last place. They gave me fucking regular mushroom. Wow, this game is fucking ass. So I got fucked. I was grinding. I jumped to the grind. It dropped the jump because of the wireless controller, and I fell, and that was the end. I had no chance. That was insanely lame. It's not auto-snapping. What did I do wrong? Wow, I haven't gotten one good item this entire run. I literally haven't gotten a single good item, and I didn't last a bunch. What the hell is wrong with this game? I didn't get a single good item, yet I got hit non-stop by a bunch of assholes. This is fucking stupid. Alright. Rosalina. Of course. Everyone has an item. Oh, I got a fucking red shell. Here comes invincibility. 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 I can't beat it when you give everyone behind me the god tier items. I can't stop them, you fucking dumbass game. What do you want me to do? I did nothing wrong. I'm playing well. Oh, you'll get hit by 3 items in a row and you're eliminated. I'm done. They give me all horrible items. It's over. Yep. I was in first, holding first, would have actually won, and I get blue shell, blue shell, blue shell. What do you want me to do?
That's what happens to first place, dumbass.
What the fuck do you want me to do? Stop giving fucking blue shells to the fucking idiotic drivers who suck ass, and then I'll actually win. Alright, guys, well...
Baby Phil is crying. I'm a whiner. Tomorrow, we do it all again. Another good day of variety coming up tomorrow. Let's talk a little bit about it.
Who fucking
Tomorrow
cares?
will be a Chill Level 1 podcast in the morning. Now, if a lot of stuff happens, like if there's game news and things to discuss, it'll be a normal length. If there's not that much to talk about, we'll do a shorter podcast, and it's going to be Onimusha 2 HD on the first stream. $100 for Hogan's. There's still this back here, and it's still in the back of my neck, the back of my head, the back of my mind, and it's always telling me it's WWE Champions time. I love it. I love it.
I love it too. You want to know how some people are convinced that the anonymous tips are fake, okay? A lot of people think it's Phil pretending he got a fucking tip, just try and fucking make things seem better. You want to know a good indicator as to whether the tips are real or not? We just go to TJ Gamebox's page and we see if Phil has been whaling lately. And it doesn't look like it. I mean, I'm not sure if TJ's even checked yet, but there's no tweet from TJ to tell us that Phil has been whaling away in WWE Champions. And it looks like Phil was given a $100 tip immediately. This is from today's podcast, guys. Spoiler alert there. A random 1,000 knock contribution. Isn't that quite the coincident? Yeah. Quite coincidental right there, isn't it? You know, anyway, guys, it is time for some bingo. We have delayed long enough, whatever it is time to get to bingo and playing some bingo, and of course we play bingo today. Well, I'm in two minds actually. Like, should we stick with a 5x5 card? Because Phil seemed to imply he might do a shorter stream today. No, fuck it, you know, tomorrow we're doing a 3x3 bingo card, okay? Today we'll stick with 5x5 today, and we'll see how it fucking goes. But to play bingo today, we're going to need a bingo number to generate today's bingo card. So I'm going to pick the third number in chat I see. The very third number in chat I see will be the number I use today's bingo card, so make it a fucking good one. Because we need to win bingo. Didn't win yesterday. So the first number in chat I saw was from Avalanche, 220. The second number was Pika Fan, saying 133, and the third number was DSP Species Unknown. It said 1471. That is an interesting number indeed. 1471. I think that's the number you use. So wasn't that a number you dialed to find out who phoned you? In the UK, I think in the UK anyway, if somebody phoned you, This is like old school phone shit, you know what I mean? But in the UK, you dialed 1471 to find out who fucking phoned you on landline phones. I think in the US it was something different. You think you press star 11 or something in the US. I think the US version is star 11. But in the UK anyway, landline phones, if somebody phoned you, you didn't know who phoned you and you missed it, you press 1471, it'll fucking usually told you who phoned you. And you could, yeah, there we go. Oh, it's star 69 in the USA if I can go. Aye, 1471, that shit was used all the time. And that was all the time it was used. Like, if you went out, one of the first things you did when you came home from being out somewhere was fucking dial 1471 to make sure you didn't have like any missed phone calls. Like, if you had no answering machine, for example, you just done 1471 to make sure nobody fucking called you fucking out or something. So there you go. Oh fuck, those were the fucking days, Those were the fucking days when the world was less connected, you know. It sounds like an old person thing to say, but man, nobody fucking leaves home anymore without a phone. It's fucking weird, you know. I mean, I know it's fucking gonna make me sound ancient as fuck, you know what I mean? But there was a time when we fucking left our homes and we didn't have to worry about fucking taking our phone with us, so we were in constant communication with the entire world every single fucking second of the day, you know. I don't know. But yeah, I get it.
Old bastard!
This is today's bingo card we have for today's stream. Read Phil to say and do the following. Read Phil to say, hate to say, nobody or no one, content, goal, and million. That's an interesting number. The second row is Phil discussing the weather in some capacity, him saying unique, him discussing politics in some way, him saying you guys, and actually. The third row is Phil saying updates, him touching his face, him saying DSP tries it, him scratching his stash, and him saying good news. The fourth row is Phil saying now, him butchering a word, him saying oh, him pixelating something, and him gonna go turbo nose where he goes no. The fifth and final row is Phil saying wow, nonsense, day off, tick, and finally, fun. That is today's bingo card we have for today's stream, so thank you very much for helping us pick bingo card for today's show. And of course, there's a variety of ways we can get free spaces to help us on our way to a full house bingo card. For example, if Phil burps, snorts, or sips 10 times before he starts recording very shitty gameplay, that gives us all a free space. For every 6 minutes and 40 seconds if Phil begs, that also gives us a free space. For every 5 new or regional members we have to bingo streams, that also gives us a free space. And finally, if we get 50 likes on bingo, we get 1 free space. If we get 75 likes, we get 2 free spaces. If we manage to get 100 likes on bingo before we finish playing bingo, not only do we get 3 free spaces, but you guys also get to enjoy the Bubbles animation made by the supremely talented Pixar Animations to celebrate the 100 likes on the stream. Plus, if Jade shows up and Phil's outside of Jade's, we get a free space for that as well. But you guys are in full control of some ways I can get free spaces, but the rest of the ways are controlled by Phil and his bizarre body functions, as well as him begging like the little bitch that he is. And of course, I went and mentioned it at the start of the stream as well. The memberships, I've changed the memberships, the price and everything anyway. So there's now 2 levels, but I want people to ignore the more expensive level because I'm getting rid of that in a few weeks' time. The cheaper level is going to be in use, is the same shit. Basically, I mean, how do I explain it in the simplest way? If you want to become a member, do not pick the more expensive option. Pick the cheapest option because that is going to be a new normal. So there we go. I can't stress that enough. You know what I mean? I'm deleting that older level in a few weeks' time, and I'll be gone. You know what I mean? So that'll be that. So there I go. And good stuff. So yeah. Also, there's a couple more things to go through before we start bingo, but to explain that, I'm going to let Phil explain it for me.
Well, hello everyone, Phil Burnell here, letting you know about King Jad's Bingo and Marbles gameplay on YouTube. Now, you need to leave a post in the community tab to enter, and that's it. A lucky winner will be picked by playing Marbles at the end of the month. It is just that easy, any mouth-drooling idiot can do it.
Thanks, Phil, you piece of fucking shit for a pig explaining it us all to understand. As Phil said, every Friday, sorry, at the end of every month, we have a marble race to determine who gets to win half of that bingo prize fund. And if you want to make sure you don't have a chance of winning half that bingo prize fund, you've got to make sure your own marble is locked and secured by commenting on a community post. If you cannot find the community post, which is linked in the description of the live stream, and you're in the chat right now, type in the word exclamation mark and the word marbles, and you will find the community post given to you in a link. So there you go. There's a bot command for it. Just type in exclamation mark marbles and you'll fucking get given a link. There you go. And also, if you're a profit, type in exclamation mark Pete, and the chat will you'll be told what the chat thinks of you. Yeah, the chat will tell you what they feel you are, what kind of person you are. So good stuff. I literally put that command is only for profit essentially. I mean, because he's such a fucking dirty bastard. Actually, I was having some fun. Why the fuck not? Okay. Anyway, the bingo prize fund is made up of a variety of different things. For example, if we get a full house on bingo today, it adds $10 to the bingo prize fund. Every Friday, we try and complete 3 very challenging marble courses after bingo's all said and done, and for every course we complete, it also adds $10 to the bingo prize fund. A quarter of the income I make on YouTube every single month goes towards the bingo prize fund as well, so the better support I get, also the more that goes up. And finally, tips. 100% of tips I get, no matter how big or small, goes right towards that bingo prize fund as well. Case in point, I've had a couple of tips coming earlier on, so I'm going to add those 2 right now, and they go right towards the bingo prize fund, so there you are. That's all the ways the bingo prize fund is made up, and I'm not going to waste any more time. Just going to press the random Scottish soundboard button to send us off into battle once more.
Fuck's sake, Jesus! Right.
And on that note, it is time for some bingo. Good luck, everybody. Here we fucking go.
Good morning, everyone. Well, on today's show, to be honest, there's not a lot going on. I checked game news today. There's like one quick story. We could do some updates on the gameplays that we're doing right now, but to be frank, there's not much really happening. So because of that, it's
I am worried it might be a short podcast.
Going to be more laid back of a show, some interactive Q&A, see what you guys want to talk about, and hey, if it ends up that there's just not a lot to chat about, we'll just move on and do a shorter show today so we can get more gameplay in of Onimusha 2 Remastered. So, let's take it slow. Let's take it easy. It's time for a relaxing, nearly summertime edition on this episode of the Level 1 Podcast.
I am concerned he's going to have a shorter podcast. I know it's not a podcast. Yeah.
Even a very shortened intro. How's everyone today? I hope you're doing well. Today is Thursday, the 19th of June, 2025. This will actually be the final podcast of the week because there's just not a heck of a lot going on that we really need to chat about. Yesterday was a really important show, right? Yesterday, we determined the next DSP tries it, which is the new Takis menu coming to Wendy's tomorrow in the United States. We also reacted to the Donkey Kong Bonanza Nintendo Direct. That was fun to do. But right now, what I'm looking at here is that there's not much else going on to talk about. Now, I'm always open to a chill Q&A show, but obviously, if we want to get down to brass tacks, we want to make progress in the games that we're playing. So why do an extended podcast when there's really not much going on, right? Instead, we can focus on the games, which is probably what we'll end up doing today. Tomorrow already, I said we weren't going to do a show. Instead, we're going to go right into the game. But what game? Because right now, I've got 2 major games in rotation. The Lies of P Overture DLC and Onimusha 2 HD Remaster. What should I do tomorrow? Like, I'm literally okay with either game. I'm actually not sure which one I actually want to do. I guess what we should do, that's one of the things we should talk about right now on the show. Should I play more Lies of P to make advancement, or should we do 2 back-to-back days of Onimusha? I'm okay with either, honestly. Both games are good right now. Actually, I'm actually excited for the second session of Onimusha 2, or Onimusha 2 right now. Sorry, some people were actually sticklers. I was calling it Onimusha the other day, and they were like, how dare you? It's Onimusha, not Onimusha, it's Onimusha. They were being like really hard about that. They were very upset. Okay, so let's talk about that. I got my first contribution of the day, a 1,000 knock super chat from I Love Pie. Says, if you were to rate from worst to best Sonic games, what would it be? Well, first of all, what in the holy heck is knock? Before we even get around to the question, what currency is that? Let's find out. Let's do a little conversion here. Okay. So if it's 1,000 Norwegian krones, it is the equivalent. Are you kidding me? Guys, that was a $99.56 super chat from I Love Pie. Holy crap. And it's Norwegian krones, apparently. Well, thank you to I Love Pie for an insanely generous start to the stream. I certainly wasn't expecting that, and it fooled me because I didn't recognize the currency. Thank you. What is it, $99.56? I'll just give you the benefit of the doubt. I'll say it's $100. Thank you so much to I Love Pie.
The benevolence of Phil Burnell. Look how kind and charitable he is. He rounded up, you know what I mean? Because he's such a fucking kind-hearted human being style person. Now, hold on. So, what's his... The guy's name is I Love Pie. What the fuck? I have a feeling this won't work. Let me try something. Let me try. I don't think it's gonna work. I have a feeling... Nah, there's no way. Nah, it doesn't even exist. I tried to find the person's YouTube channel by typing in, like, the username. Like, at I Love Pie, but that doesn't even exist.
Certainly wasn't expecting that, and it fooled me because I didn't recognize the currency.
Why don't you back it up with a source?
My source is that I made it the fuck up.
Thank you. What is it, 99.56? I'll just give you the benefit of the doubt. I'll say it's $100. Thank you so much to I Love Pie. Now, I guess we'll just get started. We'll answer the question, right? The Sonic series has been all over the place. If you look at the origins of Sonic the Hedgehog, it's a 2D platformer that had a lot more fast-moving action than most other platformers of the time, which were a lot slower moving. After that, it went into the realm of spin-offs. Sonic Spinball, Sonic 3D Blast, right? Then it decided to go a different direction with Sonic Adventure, which took it into the 3D realm, much like other games that were its competitors, like Mario, had done already. And that was on the Dreamcast era. Then there was that kind of weird era of the 2000s where Sonic had games that were up, down, and all around, right? Like there was Sonic in the Secret Rings, and Sonic is a werewolf, and Sonic is this and that, just bizarre stuff. Of course, that was also the era of Sonic 2006, which has gone down in history as one of the worst games ever. I've played it in its entirety, and I just see it as a really sad story because I feel like if the game had been refined and designed better, it would actually be quite good. They just did not give it enough time for testing, and the thing had too many bugs and unfinished, half-cocked, crammed-together stages. So, after that era, we entered the more modern era where Sonic kind of wanted to get back to the roots, so they had games like Sonic Colors, Sonic Generations, which was an interesting mishmash of 3D and 2D kind of nostalgia. Recently, we had a few hits and misses, right? Like, for example, we had that Sonic game. I forget what it was. It was
Shut the fuck up, Phil. What the correct answer, the best Sonic game ever is, like, Sonic the Hedgehog 2 is the best Sonic there is. End of story. I don't give a shit. Sonic the Hedgehog 2 on the Mega Drive or Genesis or whatever. That was best. No denying it. End of story.
one where it was just many shorter stages, and I played it and it wasn't bad, but the stages were too short. You could beat it in like 7 hours. I can't even remember what it was called anymore. And then recently we had Sonic Frontiers, which seemed to resonate with an audience, but it felt more like a first step rather than a full-fledged, oh, this is a Sonic game. Like, it felt like we're taking Sonic into the new generation with open world exploration, puzzles, optional content, but it just didn't feel like a complete game. It definitely felt like it was a little disjointed and missing, right? It might have been Sonic Superstars you guys are talking about. Yeah, I don't remember. I just remember it was a really short game. I liked it, but it was way too short. So, that's a pretty interesting history of Sonic, right? And if you actually want me to rate it from worst to best Sonic game, that's a tough question. Because when you say the worst Sonic game, of the ones, I can only say of the ones I've played, okay? Because there's ones like Sonic Unleashed or Sonic and the Secret Rings, like those, I never played those. I also never played any of the handheld Sonic games. I never played like Sonic Advance and stuff like that. So I know that there's many that I've missed out on that I just don't know. I guess I would probably say the most boring Sonic game I've ever played would probably be considered the worst. Because if you say Sonic 2006, isn't that the easy answer? The game's obviously not finished. It's insanely full of bugs. It's rage-inducing. It makes you want to rip your hair out of your head every moment that you're playing it. But when you're playing it, you can actually see the potential that the game should have been good if it was put into the right hands, or maybe had more time to cook, or had a bigger budget. I don't know. I don't know what it is that made that game come out completely half-cocked and unfinished. But I would say the game that, to me, was the most boring Sonic game I've ever played in all the Sonic games that I've ever played, Sonic Boom. That game was fucking boring. That game was it redesigned the characters for no reason. It had gameplay elements that were so uninspired and incredibly boring. A big world of all this content, but none of it was particularly interesting at all. Like, Sonic Boom for me is the worst. The best, like the absolute best Sonic game I've ever played out of all of them? Oh, man. See, for me, it's generational. If you were to say original Sonic, what's the best game? Sonic 2. I think Sonic 2 is the best of like the first 4 or 5 Sonic games. It resonates. It's got the best soundtrack, the best stages. It was when they added co-op.
Motherfucker agrees with me. I feel bad now and dirty. Someone made an argument that Sonic 3 was better because of Michael Jackson's soundtrack. Like the soundtrack for Sonic 3 included Michael Jackson. She's like, what? That can't be true. I mean, also, it's fucking, like, there's no way. There's no fucking way that's true. Hold on. I'm totally going to Discord. Oh shit, hold on. Holy fuck, what am I looking at in Discord? What the fuck am I looking at in Discord? I don't think I'll have time to go through all these, but Jesus Christ, man, like, some of this is horrifying. Like, what in the fuck? Like, Jesus, man. Holy fuck, man. Oh my god, what the hell? This is one example of like multiple things. This one here, I like this one. This one's like fucking pretty fucking mental. And this one's kind of horrifying. Fucking AI being AI. But Most of that shit is like fucking nightmare fuel here. Jesus, man. I've cherry picked like the best ones. So you know, full context. Diablo like posted a whole bunch of these in the member Discord, and I thought these three stand out to me as the three better ones. You know, like this one's quite also. It's actually it's hard to see also because there's a lot of darkness, but it's just something sinister about this one. You know what I mean? There's something very sinister about this one being like in a lot of darkness as well. You know what I mean? But these three I think are the best ones of the bunch. Diablo, Diablo. Hell, I assume AI was our friend in creating this. But Jesus Christ, man, it's scary shit. Anyway, nice little derail there. Good stuff, Diablo. Good stuff indeed. Oh yeah. Yeah, remember guys, if I miss anything on the bingo card, please let me know. I don't intend to miss things on the bingo card, but I just do sometimes. So if I ever miss anything on the card, these ticked off, let me know, and we can go back and check and verify and get it ticked off.
Where you have someone play as Tails and cheat, basically, and float you over everything. So for me, Sonic 2 for that generation. But I actually really liked Sonic Adventure. I thought Sonic Adventure was a great game at the time on Dreamcast. It blew me away what they were doing with that game. Of the modern era of Sonic, obviously it's Sonic Frontiers, and you hope that they're going to use that as an interesting first step to then move into better content, right? So, yeah, so I guess that would be my answer, but I don't think overall, overall, I'm a nostalgia dude. I grew up in the 90s. Sonic 2. That would be my answer. So I guess the worst would be Sonic Boom, and the best would be Sonic 2. Now, Tickle My Pickle on Kick Chat said, well, Sonic on Sega CD is the best. A lot of people say that, and I will say this. Sonic on Sega CD is darn good, all right? But there's a couple reasons why I think Sonic 2 is better. Notably, Sonic on Sega CD just was constantly fucking loading. Every time that you went between the time periods, the game would have to sit there and load. Like, oh, remember it had a CD-based soundtrack, so the music was outstanding, but it had to keep loading the tracks. So, I'm talking about original Sonic CD on Sega CD. There may have been better versions after the fact, but that original was kind of a chore to play. It was still a good game, but it was just kind of a chore transitioning from cartridge to CD at the time. So I'm still going to go with Sonic 2 overall. Sorry. Okay. That's correct. In Sonic Adventure, there was a child garden, and you could raise children. Yes. Okay. I never played Game Gear. Like I said, I never had a portable Sonic, so I don't know about the Game Gear versions. Jeff, what's up, Game Boy? How you doing this morning? Jeff says, what about the Sonic racing games? Man. I feel like I played one. Wasn't it at the launch of the Wii U? There was one, and I bought it. I played it for like a minute, and I never played it again. I just remember playing one Sonic racing game, but not for very long, and I've never played any others. So I can't really... How do you rank when you've only played one? Right? Okay. All right, well, I Love Pie. Thank you for a humongous contribution here at the top of the show. I appreciate you very much, and I hope you enjoyed the answer. It was like a 10-minute answer. Good stuff. Okay. So, everyone, that was a good start, wasn't it? Was it not? We need to figure out tomorrow what I should play on the daytime stream. Now, in reality, it's not that big of a choice. Why? Because whatever we play tomorrow, well, that's great. But whatever I don't play, I'm playing Sunday because Saturday's my day off. So if I play Onimusha 2 today, let's say we decide, let's go back to Lies of P tomorrow. Then we'll just play Onimusha 2 on Sunday. Or vice versa. If we do 2 days of Onimusha 2, then we'll do Lies of P on Sunday. I'm okay with either. All right, so let's figure that out. I'm not sure if you guys are inkling for one or the other right now. We've got a craving for more of one than the other. The thing is, we've only played one session of Onimusha 2. So it's kind of hard for me to make a decision for myself right now. After today's stream, maybe I'll have a better idea. There you go. Are the sunglasses for a hangover? Absolutely not. I don't have a hangover. I just put them on because I said this is a more laid-back show, and there's really nothing going on. So we're just going to talk and do some Q&A and, chill vibes. So that's why I put on, like, chill vibes. It's actually not summer here yet. I think summer starts in 2 or 3 days. When does summer actually start? Who fucking cares? I actually don't know. Let's see. Doesn't say on my calendar for some reason. Let me look.
Anybody care what this guy thinks?
No!
First day of summer. Wait, what? First day of summer 2025. The astronomical start of summer in the Northern Hemisphere, also known as the longest day of the year, is actually Friday, June 20th. It's tomorrow. Oh. All right. Meteorological summer begins on June 1st and runs through the end of August. Well,
hold on. For Steve's benefit, I'm going to play that at normal speed so we can hear that word again.
All right. Meteorological summer.
One more time. Bill, one more time.
All right. Meteorological summer.
Mighty summer. Yeah, the mighty. I love that pizza. Mighty summer. Oh, man.
begins on June 1st and runs through the end of August, while astronomical summer is June 20th through September 22nd. It's tomorrow. Okay. All right, so tomorrow is summer. So basically, I've jumped the summer gun by a day, but it's all good. Remember, we're not doing a podcast tomorrow. Tomorrow, we're getting right into gameplay. So there you go.
Who fucking cares?
Jeff is saying that they have new stuff at Taco Bell. We didn't look because Taco Bell really hasn't done much of anything recently. They have new crispy chicken strips, and they have them in burritos and tacos. I guess that's it. That's all they've done. Let's see. New. Yeah, spicy ranchero crispy chicken burrito, avocado ranch crispy chicken burrito. Okay. They have basically crispy chicken tacos and burritos. All it looks like it is they made longer versions of the nuggets. And remember, I tried the nuggets back in the fall, and they were actually good. I was shocked that the nuggets were good, but they tasted pretty darn good. Let me see here. Shut up, Phil. Let's see here. Here it was 5 months ago. Taco Bell chicken nuggets and Baja Blast and more. So it was long. It was one of the earlier. Yeah, here it was.
Shut up, bitch!
Of course, I clicked the wrong thing. It was the end of December when we last did Taco Bell on DSP Tries It. So I feel like that's a good spread to maybe go back to it. All right. All right, so we already know, for those who weren't here yesterday, you didn't watch the show, one of the things we determined yesterday is the next DSP Tries It is going to be a brand new item. It's releasing tomorrow in the United States. It is the Takis menu at Wendy's. It is a Takis spicy chicken sandwich that has the spicy chicken breast, but also like a creamed corn spread, a cheddar cheese sauce, and a bunch of the chili lime Takis chips on it. And then they're going to have fries that are dusted in like chili lime seasoning or something. And so we're going to try that next when we hit 30 goals, okay? We're already at 23. What a day yesterday was. You guys massively supported my stuff yesterday, and because of it, we hit 3 freaking goals. So we're at 23 already. I was saying if we keep momentum, we could do it tomorrow. All we need to do is hit 7 more goals today, and we could do DSP Tries at the Takis menu on the release day that it's coming out at Wendy's. How amazing would that be? Only 7 goals need to be hit in one day. That's all. What a small task. Anyway, yeah, it's probably not going to happen unless there's some kind of a crazy miracle. We got another person coming in who says, oh, I've been watching you for 15 years. Here's a contribution.
There's that word again. I always use the word miracle to try and fucking get support. Like, I love how Mr. Moral Compass, Mr. Race Roman Catholic, uses the fucking word miracle, which is like a fucking, like you think miracles are meant to fucking be, like, divine, heavenly intervention, you know? But Phil ties it to him getting tons of fucking money from people on the internet. And people wonder why we call him a fucking cult, because he fucking spreads the word miracle. Like, it'd be a miracle if you guys stepped up today and gave forth all your contributions to me. Like, for fuck's sake, Phil. Like, where's the sound clip?
And that's somebody right there who's already got a compromised moral compass.
You can't fucking tell.
It's probably not going to happen unless there's some kind of a crazy miracle. We got another person coming in who says, oh, I've been watching you for 15 years. Here's a contribution, 1 for each year. I mean, that happens, what, once every decade? So, yeah, probably not. But thank you to those who got me so far already to 23 goals. That's amazing. Thank you for that. Let's keep that momentum going. I Love Pie got a good start there with that ginormous super chat, so thank you for that. So maybe after the Takis menu at Wendy's, maybe the next one we do is we return to Taco Bell for the first time in like 6 months, and we try these new crispy chicken strip things. We'll try a burrito, we'll try tacos, we'll do a few different things with the crispy chicken in it and see if it's any good. Surprisingly enough, that DSP Tries It in December was shocking. It was good. The actual chicken nuggets from Taco Bell were actually delicious. And I was like, what is going on? You would think that this would suck because they don't know what they're doing, but they actually made them well. So, I don't know. What's going on? What are you guys saying in chat? I did have the nacho fries at Taco Bell previously. Yes, I did. Someone's angry I didn't answer their comment. Who's angry?
It complements the flavor perfectly. And it's so weird because it's nothing like any other cuisine.
Game Boy says, would it be cool to watch the state of play of Borderlands 4? You know, to be honest, I just don't care about Borderlands 4. I really don't. Like, Borderlands 3 was such a fart to me, like a fart in the wind, that like Borderlands 4, I just don't really care about at all. Maybe, as we get closer to the release, all right? And maybe some people start to play it and be like, oh, it's a turnaround for the Borderlands series. They made it better. It's just boring. Like, Borderlands 1, I remember when I played it, okay? Borderlands 1 was a game that obviously was designed for co-op, but I didn't know that at the time. And I tried to play it, and there were certain boss fights that you distinctly couldn't win single player without insane, arduous failures. Like, there was a boss who was, like, sniping high up on a bunch of, like, rope bridges. And to get to them, there's an army of enemies coming at you from all directions. And it's like, wait a minute, how am I going to get past all the enemies and get to this guy? What you were supposed to do was play with a team, and one person would focus on taking out the enemies on the rope bridge, while another person could sneak by and then go fight the boss. There was no way you could really do it by yourself. So that was the first time I realized that I was playing it wrong, and the entire playthrough was a slog, okay?
I mean, there's one issue with that, Phil, you know what I mean? And also it's the fact that you have no fucking friends.
Fuck you and your friends.
Well, it's no wonder you don't have any friends.
When I played Borderlands 2, I decided to do it co-op. And I'll be honest, the game was much more fun. The game was more fast-moving, less fails, and it was way more enjoyable of an experience. But it was good, but not great. Like, I thought the game was well done, but I wasn't, like, blown away by it. I just thought it was a good co-op game. Borderlands 3, once again, I tried to play solo, and the game was so boring. Like, the plot sucked, the gameplay elements were all right, but they were so repetitive, and at this point, you've played 3 Borderlands games, and they're all very samey. So it was like, what did they even make this for? Unless you're going to do it like this is my yearly co-op game or whatever.
You know, it's kind of funny. Like, Phil never has those sort of complaints when it comes to fighting games. You know? It's funny how some of his arguments are valid for only certain types of games. You know? Phil could easily fucking say a sort of same thing about fighting games. So this plays the same sort of fucking way as the previous fucking fighting game. They just added a couple of new mechanics. But apparently that's a good thing. I don't know. It's weird how Phil... It's like, the arguments he has with some games, it's like, it comes across as hypocritical. At least to me, anyway.
I just didn't even see the point. I was very bored. And by the way, this is when now I was an interactive streamer. The audience agreed. People were very bored by Borderlands 3 and were like, you know, this isn't doing it for us. And I kind of like forced my way through it to finish it, but it just was never entertaining. It was very boring. So when you say, oh, Borderlands 4, I'm like, I don't give a shit.
What the fuck? Hold on, may I better set me a link here? Phil was very confused. So Phil, when he got that fucking contract nailed on, was confused about the currency. He didn't know what NOK was, but he sent me a link to a video, and it's a recent video. I think Clear Obscure Expedition 33.
Did a 100 NOK super chat, which is like $9.
This was 2 weeks ago. Yeah. So Phil was very aware of what NOK was 2 weeks ago.
Luigi Mansion in the house just did a 100 NOK super chat, which is like $9.60-70. And he says, are you a fan of MacGyver, the 80s series?
Phil knew it. Phil didn't even need his phone. There was no need for Phil's phone to use there. He seemed to know automatically what NOK converted to. Isn't that funny? And yet 2 weeks later, Phil was given like a big massive, NOK contract, and Phil's like, what is this? Let me get my phone out and make a big fucking song and dance with this, holy shit, I've been given 99 buckaroos, I'll round that up to a fucking 100. This is literally 2 weeks ago. Phil did, this is, well, technically this is on the 29th of May. It says 30th. He uploaded the 30th, my time.
Kyle Denson tipped £1. I understand Sonic 2 was a big deal for a lot of you because it's a huge step up from Sonic 1.
Yes.
But Sonic 3 was so damn huge that they had to make an entirely new game in SNK. Legend has it you could buy an attachment to put Knuckles in Sonic 2.
Shit, I remember those sort of fucking rumors as well back in the fucking day. It's fucking crazy. Oh man, it's like, shit, yeah, well, to me, the fun, I mean, this is gonna sound just fucking dumb, when I was a small kid, I loved Sonic 2 just because of multiplayer. Like playing the Mega Drive with my fucking family, my sister and my mother especially, trying to beat each other to the finish line, just racing each other. That shit was just fucking great as a kid, just good memories, I don't really I didn't really care about the single player. Obviously it was a good single player campaign, But my main memories, my main enjoyment of Sonic 2 was basically from the multiplayer. Just because it was so much fucking fun just to fucking play games, we family game nights, that's where my fucking joy of it came from anyway. But aye, Sonic 3, of course, Knuckles was a huge fucking, character. He could fly kind of, well. He kind of glided. He was a glider, wasn't he? In Knuckles, he was a bit of a glider. Sonic 1 apparently was the best level in the series, and Starlight Zone though, so there you go. All I know is that Sonic 2 is a game I played like a whole lot when I was a kid. And it's mainly because of multiplayer. That's my excuse anyway. But then again, that's what I'm saying though, is like you look back on these things, you're kind of like, was it when I was a kid then? Also, I wouldn't know any better. If I'm revisiting these games today, will my opinion change on what's a better game? I don't know. I want to either. I don't know if I want to fucking revisit those fucking games. You know what I mean, if you can play fucking these games like online, especially the multiplayer games. If there's a way if I can play online with other fucking people, you know what I mean, that'd be a fucking blast as well. But I don't know. Was like, could you also do the story mode with friends? Was that a thing? Because there's multiple characters, could you do like? Could you also have 2 players playing the story mode? Or is that not a thing? I don't know. I was blown away by the spin dash. Yep. Anyway, let's yeah. Long story short here. Back to also the point that Phil made here. Phil knows what knock is, and I don't know how he's fucking forgotten what knock is in the span of 2 weeks. Very strange. Very odd behaviour indeed. So thank you very much for the contribution, Cardiston. Of course, I'll add that to the bingo prize fund. There we go. Bingo prize fund goes up by 1 because every single tip, no matter how small, goes towards that bingo prize fund. Let's get back on with the bingo.
They completely changed the formula to make the game interesting. Is there anything new or riveting they've added? If it's the same co-op looter shooter, team up with your buddies, stupid irreverent comedy that's not funny anymore because it's the 4th time. I just don't see it being something that I would be interested in, you know? Okay, let's see here.
I have received
a $1 tip. This person says, Sonic Unleashed is my favorite and Sonic 2 is really good. Do you enjoy Sonic 3 and Knuckles? Sonic 3 and Knuckles, I never owned. So I owned Sonic 2 because it came with my Genesis. And then I actually got, no, wait, let me think about that. Oh, I remember. So my Genesis came with Sonic 1, but it was this unique time period when Sonic 2 had come out. So what Sega was doing was this weird promo. If you buy the Genesis paired in with Sonic 1, you got a mail-in voucher. And you would mail in the voucher, and within a few weeks, you would receive Sonic 2 in the mail for free. So I did this. And I played Sonic 1, and I liked it, but it was a slower-paced game, and it actually was pretty difficult for a first-time player. And then when Sonic 2 came weeks later, I was like, whoa, this game is like way better than Sonic 1. It's faster-paced, the stages are better, the music is better. Like, I just liked everything about Sonic 2 better than the first game. When Sonic 3 came out, I was aware of it, but I was heavily into Super Nintendo. Like, I was a Super Nintendo guy at the time. So I didn't really care so much about the new Sonic.
Wait. You're a Nintendo fanboy. You fucking have a go at people these days of being a fucking Nintendo fanboy, and you're precisely that when you're fucking grown up. Well, that's actually a misspeak from me. Phil never actually fucking grew up. But he has the fucking audacity to bitch and whine and moan about fucking Nintendo fanboys, fanboying over the consoles, not shit, and fucking saying it's not fucking bad because they fucking love Nintendo so much, and it's you know, and here he is fucking admitting to being a fucking Nintendo fanboy himself years and years ago.
But I did rent them. So I rented Sonic 3. And actually, I take that back. I remember my cousins owned Sonic 3. And I remember going over their house for like a holiday or like a summertime cookout or something. And they were playing Sonic 3 in their living room. And I saw it. And I was like, oh, it looks good. You know, it looks kind of like Sonic 2. But it's got, you know, some new character here who's Knuckles who keeps interfering with Sonic. I guess he's the new villain or whatever. So I had seen it. And then eventually I rented it. And I thought that it was good. I was like, oh, it's more Sonic 2 again, but it's good. But I never bought it, so I never beat it. And then Sonic and Knuckles came out. And I was playing it. And I was like, but I thought that there was a way to have Knuckles in Sonic 3, and I found out you need both. You needed both Sonic 3 and Sonic and Knuckles, and you would plug the two together to make this combined game where you could play as Knuckles in Sonic 3, which changes the game. So come to find out, I guess Sonic 3 and Sonic and Knuckles are actually the same game. It's just that they separated them to sell them separately and make more money, and then the gimmick was to plug one into the other.
Kelrison's asking about fucking old consoles here, the Master System. Wasn't that the sequel to the Mega Drive or the Genesis? The Master System, yeah, that was like I think that was like Sega's attempt to step up from the Mega Drive. The Master System, yeah. Well, I think that was the next step up from, you know, on their part. Is that right? Master System? Wait, what was the Master System? No, Sega wasn't the Sega Saturn after the Mega Drive. It wasn't a Saturn afterwards. Yeah. Okay, I was wrong. So yeah, the Master System was first. Yeah. The Master System was before the Mega Drive. So I think I was thinking of the Sega Saturn, which came after Mega Drive. That's what I was thinking. That's what I was doing. So yeah, I never had. I'll say like my first computer, like my gaming history from memory. So here's my recollection of my gaming history from me anyway. Like, I grew up. The first thing I ever played as a computer game was Pong. You know, I had a wee orange paddles going back and forth. You know what I mean? I really enjoyed the fucking 2-on-2 like football mode. You know what I mean? Like, you know, I can't show you what I mean, but I fucking. Yeah, that was my fucking. After that, it was a Commodore 64. Then after that, I had played Nintendo, but I never had one. You know, but I played like Mario before, but I never owned one. The next one I owned was the Sega Mega Drive. And after that, PlayStation. After PlayStation, you had PlayStation 2, then Xbox 360, then PS4 was the final console I ever had. And then also, in between at some point, there's like PC gaming been in there at some point, and that's currently what I stick to these days, PC gaming. But yeah. And yes, I get it. Yes.
Old bastard.
I understand. You're right. I am getting on in age. You know what I mean? I've been around the block.
Bizarre. Very weird thing that you plug a cartridge into a cartridge, kind of a stacked deal, right? So the thing is, Sonic 3 and Sonic & Knuckles are great games. They are. I've played them. There was that collection that was out for the Genesis Mini, and I played them both on there, and I liked them. But for me, like, since I own Sonic 2, and I used to replay this game all the time, it's just kind of like my personal favorite of all of them, okay? Cool. Mr. TikTok did a $2 super chat. New persona, Razor Fat the Feastaholic. Are you calling me fat? There's probably 70 billion more people you could call fat before you call me fat. But I don't even know what you're talking about.
It said billion, not million.
What is Razor Fat? No new persona. Like I said, it was just a gag because I said we really don't have much to do on the podcast today. It's just going to be a Q&A show. So we're just going to sit back and relax and chill. And I put on my sunglasses like this. That's it. There's nothing to it. It's very simple. Okay?
Who fucking
I'm sure this is some kind of a
cares?
reference to something that I don't understand. It's going right over my head. All right. So thank you for that. What was it, $2? Let's see here. I received a $26 tip. Wow, thank you so much. From Shinkin25. And he's got a question about RPGs, so hold on a second here.
The topic I want to discuss is depression. Depression is not a joke. It's not something to be joked about.
Cool, we're now up to 128 of support. I mean, we just started the show, and we're almost hit the goal already. Thank you guys so very much for your support this morning. So, Shinkin's question. Do you prefer true turn-based battles, like in Final Fantasy 1 through 3, or active turn-based, like in Final Fantasy 4 through 9? Can you explain your preference? Is Bowser considered obese? What? Now, hold on. First off,
Bowser's a fat bastard, okay? There's no two ways, you know, he's a big, strong bastard, but he's also a big, beefy, fat bastard, okay? Don't fucking pretend otherwise. Bowser's a wee fucking, he's a big, chubby fuck.
true turn-based versus active turn-based. To my knowledge, Final Fantasy... Wait a minute. No, you're right. Final Fantasy IV did have active turn-based. Okay, what is the difference? For those who don't understand the difference, allow me to explain. When turn-based RPGs first began...
Oh, God almighty. Oh, God. It was... Somebody gave him a decent contribution, asking him what's his preference, and Phil's answer is to fucking give a history of the... Oh, for God's sake. Oh, no. No, I'm just going to fucking go to your kick page and see how you fucking banned today. I need a little fucking breather from you, Phil. We have 3 bans from Phil today so far on Kick. Just for Men Real was banned, Dab Smoke, and 999 Damage. All 3 of those accounts are banned by Phil Burnell. That was funny. Just for Men Real. That was a fucking funny one. Alright, Phil. Explain the difference between the fucking thing.
Okay, what is the difference? For those who don't understand the difference, allow me to explain. When turn-based RPGs first began, okay, I actually think it was more of a limitation of the game engine than it was the game, because I think it actually started back in the day of text-based RPGs. You had to wait to take your turn, and then the computer would take its turn, and then you take your turn, and then the computer takes its turn. Isn't that also kind of like Dungeons and Dragons? Isn't it based on like a speed stat or something like that? Like everyone has speed stats, so some characters can go more quickly than others and stuff like that. However, it's a turn. So the true turn-based versus active turn-based. In true turn-based, it's like, let's say it's your turn and you're not going to take your turn yet, you're just waiting. Nothing happens. Like, let's say it was my turn to fight, and I got to choose fight, magic, item, run, but I don't click anything. Well, the whole game just sits there and freezes and waits. Okay? That's true turn-based RPG. Now, active turn battle means that everyone is moving at a certain speed and a certain pace. Okay? And as it's moving, you have to move quickly.
Oh my dog! What's up?
Thank you to Ira for the $5 super chat, who says, "Hey Phil, what's your favourite colour?" Well, you see, back in 1988, when I first got a box of crayons, I can finish that sentence for you. I fucking ate them all. The brown one got lodged up my fucking nose. Now, to answer that question, we need to go through the history of colours. And what came first, the colour orange or the fruit? We don't know that. Some people say that when people saw a rainbow, they didn't know how to describe it, and so that's how they decided what colours were. Things like that, you know, what the fuck, man. I was like, to answer the question about my favourite colour is, first we must explain to the blind people in the audience what colours are. That's the sort of thing I would say. Right? Can you imagine that? What's your favourite colour? Well, I need to explain to the blind people what fucking blue is and red is and all that shit. God help us all. Apparently, we're due for a fucking club session in the near future. God almighty. Oh, that's fucking grand. Because we just fucking love daily club sessions from Phil Burnell.
Speed and a certain pace. Okay? And as it's moving, you have to move quickly to make a decision more abruptly. If you don't make your decision fast, someone else's speed might catch up with yours. Now they get their turn first. So let's say you're in the same situation in this RPG. Fight, magic, item, run. You're trying to decide, but you take too long. Oh, the enemy goes first, punches you right in the face. So that's active turn-based. There's active stuff going on, and you have to speed up and hurry up and make quick decisions, or else other people will lap you and take turns over you. You see? So, what's better? I feel like if you're learning RPGs for the first time, true turn-based is better, because you want to take your time to strategically think out what you're doing, to learn the menus, to learn the systems. Once you're kind of a veteran of RPGs, then it's much easier for you to learn how to do...
Fuck off. A veteran of RPGs. Like, there's something about the terminology of that just fucking rubs me the wrong fucking way. Like a veteran. Like I've done my fucking tours and fucking like I've been through it, you know. The things I've fucking seen playing some of these fucking games. I'm a true fucking veteran. These fucking, you don't know fucking true suffering until you fucking went through Final Fantasy fucking 7 on the ultra hard mode. You know, what the fuck? What do you mean a fucking veteran?
Do stuff more quickly and on the fly, and so the active turn-based becomes more of a challenge, but it's a fun challenge. It's a more rewarding experience if you are outplaying the enemies who are in a race, right? Remember, it's racing, but you can beat it, right? You can beat that race because you're thinking smart, you're thinking on your toes, you're thinking quickly and adjusting on the fly. You know what I mean? That's a more rewarding experience than, well, I sat there for 30 minutes to think about my next move. So I'm totally okay with active battles. But the thing is, other games that recently, I think Clair Obscur, right, was true turn-based. Clair Obscur, you did not have to hurry. When it was your turn, you could take your time fully to plot out what you wanted to do. I had no problems with that, because what Clair Obscur did instead was had the parry system, the dodge system. It added in another thing in there.
Is it weird that I've always fucking... This is going to sound... Okay. This is going to sound like ignorance on my part. But I've always thought it was kind of fucking dumb that turn-based combat's a thing in games. I mean, like, the enemies, like, you know, I was like... The enemy are just sitting there. Standing there. Waiting. For you to fucking hit them. You know, I was like, and vice versa. And I know it's just weird, but I've always kind of thought it was dumb. Like the concept of it. I've always just kind of thought it was so fucking stupid. You know what I mean? I was like, sir, are we going to attack the enemy? Like, no, we can't attack them yet. It's their turn. We need to wait. Just stand down, Corporal. Just stand down and wait for them to fucking make their move. I know. It's like I know. You know. It's just I've never actually fucking tried these things. I've not played much of these fucking games myself. I mean, I've always kind of just kind of, and part of me has always kind of thought that the whole idea of it's kind of a bit silly. Just like when you think about it, you know.
It made it feel special. You see. Now, is Bowser obese? I don't know. I don't know too much about the turtle. What do you say? The turtle physiology.
Bowser is a fat bastard, right? He's strong, he's tough, but he's also a chunky boy.
I mean, if you look at Bowser compared to other turtles, he's bigger, but that means he grew bigger. It doesn't mean that he's necessarily fat. Have you ever seen Bowser under the shell? I'm just saying, are the Ninja Turtles fat?
So Phil wants to see Bowser naked before he comes to a conclusion. Good job, Bowser's not a fucking female, otherwise Phil wouldn't be interested.
I don't know. Maybe he's just, I don't know. It's kind of, I mean, to be honest, it's 2025. If you even suggest that Bowser would be obese, that's completely offensive. Don't you know that? Don't you know that if you go to the doctor's not allowed to tell you that you're fat? Because if they do, it might hurt your feelings.
That's not fucking true. Like, if you're fucking obese, the doctor's gonna fucking tell you you're fucking clinically obese.
That's correct. It's 2025, folks. That's the world we live in today.
I feel like that's borderline politics. I mean, also, it wasn't, that feels close to politics talk.
All right. Let's continue. Thanks for the very generous tip there, Shinkin. Let's see here. I got a $2 tip that's talking about the tractors. I'm not going to talk about the tractors. I'm not.
We'll see how long that fucking lasts, Phil.
I have no desire to talk about the tractors. That's a waste of my time. We have much better things to talk about and bigger fish to fry. They don't deserve my bread. Thanks for $2, though. Okay. All right. And I got a $2.01 tip. And it's more to talk about the tractors. I'm just going to ignore it. Okay. Thanks for sending me money, dummy. Cool. All righty. All right. So we're at the 132 as a board. Holy crap. So anyway, guys, FYI, what's going on, you know, in the schedule and everything soon. I'll let you know. So today we've got Onimusha 2 after this podcast, which is going to be great. I loved the first session 2 days ago, so I'm looking forward to more today. And then tonight, tonight's late stream is excellent. I hope you guys are going to be here for this one. You ready? Taxi Life, Driving Simulator, premiering with my wheel, with the pedals, with the shift, and me having some drinks. That's...
So, that super chat Phil just got there from Big.
What?
Is saying that Blastoise is the same height and weight as the average US American female, 5'3", 188 pounds. So basically, Cat is like fucking, well, I mean, in terms of weight, you know, weight anyway, Cat's like fucking 5 Blastoises. That's about right.
It's going to be a great stream. Me being a taxi driver in Barcelona, Spain, picking up fares, trying to get people to places on time. That's going to be excellent. I know it's going to be a train wreck, but you know when you get a train wreck stream that's going to be entertaining, that's the point, right? And again, I'm doing this directly because you guys have been so supportive of me that I've been able to get stuff like these cool peripherals and things that are add-ons that I can do special streams. So, I hope you'll join me tonight, 6:45 p.m. Pacific time. Probably starting gameplay around 7:15ish, just so you know. That will be a great stream. Taxi Life Driving Sim premiere. Please join me for that tonight. Now, tomorrow, we're either going to do Lies of P or we're going to do Onimusha 2, depending on how today goes. If Onimusha 2 goes really well today and people are like, yeah, more tomorrow, we'll do it again. If it goes all right today, but people are like, nah, you know what, for variety, do Lies of P tomorrow, then we'll do Lies of P. I'm just not sure what we want to do yet, but there is no podcast tomorrow. We're going to skip the podcast, go right to gameplay, and get like 3 to 4 hours in of gameplay, good advancement of whatever game we're playing. Tomorrow night, Friday Night Fights, more Capcom vs. SNK 2 now on PlayStation. And the last time that we played it, it went really well because there's way more players on PlayStation. So that's exciting. I can't wait to play more tomorrow night. That should be fun. I'm off on Saturday. Then on Sunday, we will have a return podcast. And whatever game I didn't play on Friday, we'll play Saturday as the day stream. Saturday night, we'll do Truck Sim. All right. And then Monday, we'll do more Blueprints. Yes, Blueprints is still in the rotation. Why? Because you keep supporting it. As long as you keep supporting Blueprints, it will stay in the rotation until we beat it. We are actually in the home stretch of completing it, for what I'm to understand. We need to do the chess puzzle one more time. Then we should learn how to get the scepter and the gem. Then we can do all that, go to the throne room with those, and that's the end of the game. So we're almost at the end of Blueprints. We might beat it this week or maybe one more stream. We'll see. And we're going to do Minecraft on Monday night. So I'm going to make an offer for this stream of Minecraft, okay? Monday night, we are going to go explore. That's going to be the focus of Minecraft Monday night. We're going to leave the homestead, probably ride the horse out and do some adventurous stuff on the overworld and see what we can find, okay? If we hit the support goal on the Minecraft stream on Monday, we'll do a second Minecraft stream during the week. But only if we hit the support goal. If not, then we're going to do something else. Because I like Minecraft, but it's very hit or miss if we hit the goal or not. So I'm curious if we'll hit it or not, if I give some kind of an incentive. If the Minecraft viewers like it so much, will they support it? So we'll do another stream of it, right? So we're going to do that this week. Let's see how it goes. Okay? All right. All right, so that's the schedule for the week. Keep in mind, next week, I think it's Thursday next week, is the premiere of Death Stranding 2. Yes, I'll be playing Death Stranding 2. So I hope you'll join me for that playthrough when it begins. And we'll be finishing up playthroughs, I'm sure, over the next week. We'll probably make great advancement in Onimusha 2 and Lies of P and other games. Maybe start wrapping some of those up as we head into July. Okay? There's one other thing. This was just announced this morning. Capcom is going to be doing an event. I think it's the 28th.
Who fucking cares?
Capcom Spotlight. It's June 26th. Excuse me. So June 26th, Capcom is going to be doing a 40-minute presentation. Let's see what time. 3 p.m. Pacific time. It's supposed to showcase several different games, including more news about the Street Fighter 6 DLC characters coming out, an update on Monster Hunter Wilds, Resident Evil Requiem, and Pragmata. So it's a pretty heavy-hitting spotlight. So that's Thursday at 3 p.m. Now, what day does Death Stranding 2 release? That same day. So, holy crap. Obviously, if I'm playing Death Stranding 2, are we going to stop playing it in the intro to watch that Capcom thing? Man, I don't know. What do we do?
Who fucking cares?
That's a tough decision. We got to think about this. It's a week from today. Do we play Death Stranding the entire stream and just...
Red Heart Parallelogram Yosef tipped £1.
Hey, Yosef.
Me boy. You definitely improved since I have been gone. You made DSP actually entertaining compared to your trash. Get some radiator fluid and be a man.
Thank you very much, Parallel Grand Joseph. I hope you're doing well and I hope life's treating you good. I'm doing grand myself. I don't quite have radiator fluid on me, but I do have a big massive bottle of Smirnoff Ice Original. Although, I mean, to be fair, it is quite warm in sunny Scotland today. Currently, it's like fucking mid-20s in Scotland. It has been a roasty, toasty day, so yeah. I had a nice cold bottle, big massive size bottle of Smirnoff Ice, and I'm currently enjoying that and chugging that down my fucking throat while I'm trying to endure the bad man and the bingo stuff. But thank you very much for the kind words indeed, Joseph, and yeah. Hope life is treating you well, and yeah. I will try and invest in some good high quality radiator fluid at a later date.
That's a tough decision. We got to think about this. It's a week from today. Do we play Death Stranding the entire stream and just do like maybe a react to the Capcom thing the next day on the podcast? Maybe we should do that. I think that might make more sense. We'll play Death Stranding that entire stream, and then we'll do a podcast the next day where we will watch back the important stuff. That way we can have dedicated time. It doesn't cut into the premiere of the game. Okay.
Basically, next Friday's gonna be shit for bingo. I just felt fucking reacting to a bunch of shit.
Is the Capcom thing a big deal? Well, let's see. Some people said literally the only thing of any note from Summer Game Fest was Resident Evil Requiem, and they're going to be talking about Resident Evil Requiem during this Capcom event. So I'd say, yeah, probably it's going to be pretty important. Okay. All right, so really that's what's going on in the schedule right now, just so everybody knows. Some more shout-outs. We've got Big Boss did a $5 super chat. It says Blastoise is the same height and weight as the average U.S. American female, 5'3", 5'3", 5'3" inches, and 188 pounds. There you go.
Oh boy. Broside Phil is a spoiler in the future. He's sent me a Twitter link. I'm just gonna go to Twitter. And I'll just load my Twitter link. And I assume it's this link here. Is it this very tweet right here? Hold on. Is this it? Broside Phil. Is it this thing right here at the very top of my Twitter feed? But to say that DSP is fat in 2025 is hilarious. Cause you are literally fabricating something for personal enjoyment. I am not a fat streamer. Yeah, I'm not slim, but at the same time, I am not obese. Nice try, but it ain't ever going to work. Philip Burnell, The Masturbations 2:18. As a quote from that scripture. Does he say this today? Is this something that he says today? Is this his copium? Or, you know, this coming up in like fucking 5 minutes time? Oh god. Phil, from one fat bastard, Phil, to another. You're fat. If you have fucking moobs that jiggle up and down when you're fucking, with your restless beg syndrome, your leg fucking going crazy, you're fat. If you can't fucking button your shorts up over your fucking, you're fat. Oh no, okay, I'll be fair to you though, Phil. You're nowhere near as fat as your big, fat fucking wife.
Thank you, Big Boss. I don't know what the hell that has to do with anything, but thanks, Big Boss. And Hello Voltage did a $2 super chat. Please get Taki's blasted french fries. We're going to. Oh, we're going to. That's what we're going to do. We're going to get the Taki's menu, which is the Taki's chicken sandwich and the Taki's fries. We're getting both.
I'm still low-key kind of disappointed at Chillo. I wanted one thing to happen, from the aftermath of the Kino Casino saga. There is one thing I wanted to happen, and it never fucking happened. I wanted Triple P to fucking sing Phil's wife is a big fat bitch, she's the biggest bitch in the whole wide world. I want, that South Park fucking song that Cartman sang about Phil's mom. I wanted Triple P to sing a fucking DSP's wife version of that song for King of the Ring, and it never happened. I mean, I don't ask for much in life, but I really think that would have been the fucking legit winner of. That would have been a runaway winner. If Triple P had managed to fucking perform such a fucking song and send it into Chicken and Ring, but I don't think, it's some of these things. Sometimes these things just can't materialise. I think it would have been fucking perfect though for Chicken and Ring.
When we do the next DSP tries it. So the sooner you guys get me to 30 goals, the sooner we do it. It actually releases tomorrow. There you go. Okay. Yeah, Fred Roger and Condor West both said at the same time on 2 different chats. I thought you said you weren't going to do live reacts anymore. Yeah, you're right. I mean, basically after watching Summer Game Fest, I felt like it was such a humongous waste of my time that I said I don't want to do it anymore. Now, Summer Game Fest, just listen to what a fail. All right, what a fail this was. Number one, 2 hours long. No, excuse me. It was 2 hours long, right? It was 2 hours long.
Money.
And then of the 2 hours,
Money.
probably 10 minutes were pertinent. Almost over 90 minutes of garbage, right? Just nothing of any note. A lot of shovelware crap, a lot of ads, garbage, right? Of the things that were actually big announcements, they were immediately put on the internet moments after. So you didn't have to watch it at Summer Game Fest. You could have just let Summer Game Fest happen and then say, hey, what happened? Oh, Resident Evil Requiem. And search, it's there. You didn't have to watch Summer Game Fest live at all. There was no reason to actually watch it. You could have just waited and watched what you wanted piecemeal after the fact. So instead of wasting 2 hours of a stream where I could have been playing a game or doing other meaningful stuff, I was sitting there like an idiot, just watching garbage that I didn't care about. Then after it was over, I made like nothing doing it. No one cares about me live.
It is. It's all about the money, sonny.
Yeah. Just watching garbage that I didn't care about. Then after it was over, I made like nothing doing it. No one cares about me live reacting. People do want my opinions, but they want it not at the expense of other content that they like, you see? So I'm going to stick to the gameplay streaming. I'm
Wait. Did Phil say no one?
Doing it. I was sitting there like an idiot, just watching garbage that I didn't care about. Then after it was over, I made like nothing doing it. No one cares about me.
There you go. Phil said, sorry, I missed that first thing.
Burger.
Phil said no one. And that's also on the Bingo card, good stuff. We are 1, 2, 3. Well, technically we're 5 away. We are 5 away from a full house.
Me live reacting. People do want my opinions, but they want it not at the expense of other content that they like.
Why don't you back it up with a source? My source is that I made it the fuck up.
You see? So I'm going to stick to the gameplay streaming. I'm going to stick to the interactive streaming. And then when we have a podcast, that's the place where I should react to stuff. So I will not live react to the Capcom event on the 26th, but we'll see what the important announcements are. And then I will react to that stuff the next day. So there's no podcast tomorrow, but there will be a podcast next Friday because it'll be reacting to the Capcom stuff. See? There you go. That makes sense. Very good.
When I read a message like that, it makes me feel like it was worth it. You know, like all the shit that happened.
All right. So what else would you guys like to talk about on today's show? Because like I said, I don't actually have any topics today, but you guys already, we've been doing this show for over 40 minutes. Holy crap. And it's been going well, in my opinion. What else would you guys like to chat about?
It's been going well. Looks at fucking goal total. Yeah, it's been going fantastic. This has been a fantastic podcast so far, guys. I wonder why. I've had nothing to talk about as well.
Today. And by the way, for the record, we got some big tips today.
There we go. And by the way, for the record, I'd love some more fucking money. Hint, 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 hint.
My opinion. What else would you guys like to chat about today? And by the way, for the record, we got some big tips today. We got super chats today. You know what we don't have? Subs.
Bruh.
No subs from Kick.
Bruh.
Let's get our first sub from somewhere over on Kick right now. Who's going to support the stream from over on Kick? Cydia says DS1 recap video before DS2. I'll watch one. There is one Sony just put out. It's like 6 minutes long. I'll watch that video. I've never played Tenchu before, Enclave Soldier. No. Are these Ray-Ban polarized avatar black tinted glasses? I have no idea. They are. I think they are Ray-Bans, but I have no idea what you just said about what else they are. They are Ray-Ban sunglasses. Yes, name brand.
They are Ray-Ban, ban sunglasses.
Very nice sunglasses. I don't even know how I would tell what you just said. Nothing on the case. I don't know.
You never fucking looked up what you were buying before you fucking bought it? Why am I not surprised?
Yeah, I guess the joke is lost on me. If someone was referencing that I look like someone called Razor Fist, I don't know who Razor Fist is. Never heard of him. So, good for you for referencing that person. Right over my head, I don't care.
We are a minute or two away from copium.
But calling me fat is pretty funny in 2025.
Oh, there we go. Here we go. Here we go. Let's see what the fat bastard's got to say.
But calling me fat is pretty funny in 2025. Calling me fat in 2025 when I'm likely skinnier than most streamers and most of you watching right now is pretty funny.
Why would I lie?
I imagine it's like breathing for you.
What is the lighting theme today? This was the one that I created many months ago when there was the Ninja Turtles tie-in for Black Ops 6. So it's the 4 Ninja Turtles colors: orange, blue, red, and purple. And all it does is it alternates those colors in a random AI-generated pattern, like quadrants. So right now it looks like it's more Michelangelo, but in a second it might go purple, so it's more Donatello, or it might go blue, more Leonardo. So yeah, it's randomly generated. So yeah, I like the color alteration. It's pretty nice, the 4 Ninja Turtles colors. I should consider Samurai Warriors 4. What is that? What is Samurai Warriors 4?
Here comes the cop from the fatty.
I'm definitely not saying I'm the skinniest streamer out there. I just find it ironic that people still are trying to make fat jokes about me in 2025. You listen, you want to say I snort? You're right. I do still snort because I still have post-nasal drip. You want to say my hair is messed up? You're right, it is. My hairline's messed up. My hair back here is all messed up. You're right. You want to say I have flopping jowls? I do. Like, you can say all these things, but to say that DSP is fat in 2025 is hilarious because you are literally fabricating something for personal enjoyment. I am not a fat streamer. Yeah, I'm not slim, but at the same time, I am not obese. Good, nice try, but it ain't gonna ever work. You're saying that anymore.
Silence, fat man. Make the fat man stop.
And yeah, I'll be honest, I am not touchy about it, but I'm proud that I've lost the weight because, man, my life was bad when I was heavy. When I was heavy, number one, my legs and knees hurt all the time. I had back issues. I had a lot of things. I had no wind at all. Like, seriously, walking to the mailbox and back, I could be like...
Phil, that still happens today. We fucking hear you get fucking winded walking from your closet and back again. You are fucking you're nowhere near fucking close to a picture of fucking good health. I look at you and I see somebody who's fucking wasting away. When it comes to fucking their muscular fucking definition. Their arms fucking practically see-through. And then you fucking see a fucking little fat man titties jiggling about when your fucking leg is bouncing over the fucking place. And your fucking gut hanging over your fucking shorts or whatever. And you can't even fucking button up your shirt. There is no way you look like a picture of fucking health. You have lost weight, but it's not for fucking, you know, I'm such a healthy individual now. No. It has nothing to do with you being a fucking healthy individual. It's about you wasting away because you fucking do absolutely fucking nothing with your fucking life and your fucking muscles are fucking just disappearing. Being Thanos snapped into fucking oblivion because you don't do anything anymore. And you're fucking blaming it on old age when in reality it's just fucking you being a lazy fucking sack of shit and giving up before even doing anything about it.
Huffing and puffing for air. You know what I mean? And then changing my lifestyle. So now I don't drink sodas. I don't drink anything sugary whatsoever. I've completely cut out a lot of the fatty foods and things that I used to eat. You know, and then I changed all...
Why don't you back it up with a source? My source is that I made it the fuck up.
So my diet, eating more lean meats, healthier stuff, you know, actively going on walks.
And yeah, this is the same bastard who's fucking telling his fucking audience to fucking give him money on a regular basis so they can fucking stuff his face full of burgers and pizzas on a regular fucking basis. Fuck off. So, we see no evidence of you being a healthier individual. Our visual, you know, clues tell us that you're not living a healthy lifestyle. And by the way, you know, our visual clues also tells us that Kat is not doing that either. Now, you tell us what you're going to walk. Does Kat join you on these walks? Phil? Are you both walking together?
You know, and then I changed also my diet, eating more lean meats, healthier stuff, you know, actively going on walks, exercising. It's allowed me to lose all that weight. At one point, I've told you guys, I was over 240 pounds when I was at my heaviest. Now I'm in like 190. So I am proud of that. That took a lot of work, a lot of mental changes too. You know, I was in a routine where every day I would eat unhealthier stuff and I would always eat right before I went to bed, like a meal. Like I would eat an actual meal right before I went to bed, which would then not do anything for me. And that was my routine. I changed that routine up so that now I'm to a reasonable weight. Certainly I'm not skinny, but you know, it took a while to get there. And I'm...
Why would I lie? I imagine it's like breathing for you.
Proud of that I got that done. And all these other people that you guys reference, this guy and that guy who have weight problems on stream, like, well, thank God I got out of that. Because I, you know, Lord knows I got enough going on. The last thing I need is like, you know, health problems and stuff creeping up on me. So,
hang on, just a second. I need to find a picture. And I think, who did I see have it? You know, Gamerface Gaming, yeah. This channel's pretty good for, you know, so where is it? I don't need to go far to see it. Never mind all the pictures of Phil stuffing his face full of fucking fast food. I don't mean those pictures. Where is the picture? I know it's no fucking far away. Where is it? I know it's no far away. Where are you? You wee bastard? I know you're somewhere nearby. I will find you. For God's sake. What if... Okay, that's not... No. There's no way that's real. This is not real. Surely. Please tell me this is not real. Not the one I was looking for. Also, shout out to the fucking, like, look at his fucking chins disappearing into his fucking neck here. You know what I mean? By a fucking really healthy individual there, Phil, for fuck's sake. But where is it? Where is it? I'm not. I thought it was gonna be easy to find, but there you are. There you are. Fat boy, fat. Fucking, you know, big fat boy jowls and multiple fucking chins staring at me with judgment. He's healthy since never been, guys. He's never been so healthy. Oh, Christ, man. Whatever you say, Phil. Whatever you fucking say.
Oh. Oh, let's see here. Habib, how are you? 30 months as a member on the channel. Celebrating that and says...
And by the way, full disclosure, I am a big, massive, fat bastard myself, you know what I mean? And I'm hoping to try and fucking do something about that proactively again, you know what I mean? I'm hoping Saturday. I have it tomorrow, but more like with Saturday maybe. Saturday I'm probably gonna get back in the gym for the first time in a while, man. I've not been able to do fucking gym in a long fucking time. Because I think I had like COVID or something, man. I've had like some sort of chest infection for the longest fucking time. And it's been doing me nothing because I want to get to the fucking gym, but every time I try and fucking just like do anything for, you know, I just fucking end up coughing my guts, you know. I'm just a bit fully better, you know what I mean? I'm so fucking glad to get back to the fucking gym and just fucking start doing something positively to try and fucking, you know, because I was doing well for a while with my own fucking battles trying to lose weight and all that shit, and then I just fucking got lazy. I got sick as well, and yeah, it's just fucking crazy. And as Lord Diaz says, if you want to fucking get fit, you try and keep up with Lord Diaz doing his fucking not happy feet streams. Lord Diaz does a fucking dance revolution streams, and that fucker's got fucking crazy coordination. You know, I don't know how the fuck I've tried DDR like once or twice in my life, and I just fucking can't do it for life. I can't fucking just keep the coordination's fucking terrible for me. I fucking trying to do like fucking 250 at the same time, I end up fucking chucking hammer cell and doing the Highland fling. It's fucking mental, but Lord Diaz does those streams on a regular basis though, where he fucking keeps fit himself on stream, you know what I mean, when he's in different DDR tracks, whatever. He usually kills it as well. It's like, I mean, it's usually like, it's not unusual for Lord Diaz to get like fucking 95%, 100% sometimes in these like fucking tracks he's doing, you know what I mean? So he's really fucking pushing it or whatever, you know what I mean? He's really fucking nailing it. Where he's just showing off at this point in time with his wee happy feet fucking nailing the fucking tracks. But I fucking go. But as I said, you know what I mean, we've all got our own battles to try and fucking get through, whether you're getting back to the gym for the first time or you're constantly fucking doing it, you know what I mean, keep yourself fit. You know what I mean, obviously Lord Diaz as a professional. Lord Diaz, in case you forgot, is one half of the Detractors Tag Team Wrestling team. You got guys like Broside as well, of course, who's a big beefy bastard, you know what I mean? He's fucking super strong, he's always fucking making sure I don't fucking miss it in gym days, you know, keep, you know, hitting those weights. You know what I mean? Also, these are guys who obviously are fucking focused and they know, they take care of themselves, you know what I mean? And like also they know what they're talking about, when it comes to them looking after themselves in certain ways, they know what they're talking about, they know how to give advice for certain things, whatever. For me, I'm just a very tall, fat bastard. I need to shed some weight, you know what I mean? But yeah. I'm going to get back in the gym and lose some weight as well, you know, for me. So that's one personal battle. But yeah, because I'm a fat bastard, and Phil's a fat bastard as well, I feel obliged and entitled to call my fellow fat bastard a fat bastard. So yeah, there we go. That's my excuse anyway.
So looking forward to Death Stranding 2. Let me tell you, I'm looking forward to an amazing story. I'm looking forward to great mocap, character models, voice acting, emotional moments, and great writing. I'm not looking forward to delivering packages. I'm just not. Like, seriously.
It's funny you say that, Dan, because I used to go to boxing gyms when I was a lot younger. I used to, there was a boxing gym when I grew up from. I used to do that when I was younger. I was like, I mean, I enjoyed it, you know what I mean? I never actually like sparred with anyone. I just kind of done the kind of circuit, you know what I mean? Where the whole idea was you fucking kind of spend a few minutes on a circuit each time. Like you climb a rope or whatever, you do a punching bag or whatever, and you fucking do like scout, that sort of thing, you know. I never actually got like, you know, got into sparring or whatever. But it's still a good time to go to the gym though and just kind of work out and, you know, hit the punching bag or whatever, you know what I mean, and just kind of good way to burn off energy, you know what I mean, and just kind of, you know, just, you know, get some frustration in your system as well, hit the bags.
I don't know what to tell you, but I'm just not looking forward to it. It was boring as shit. It was absolutely boring as shit. I don't know how I'm going to get through it because I barely got through the first game. I'm going to try though. It may be the most arduous task ever done. We may have entire streams of fucking boredom. So I hope you guys are ready to talk and interact while I'm lugging a stack of shit on my back. Of course, a bunch of stupid rocks that you can't walk across. And, oh my god, the game was so fucking annoying. Ugh.
Pretend the pads are filled. You're gonna break someone's hand doing that.
Did I play 12 minutes? We did, right? Yes, that was the game where it all takes place in that one apartment. There's alternate scenarios based on choices you make and unlocks other things. Yeah, we played that. And that was a really weird game.
I cannot eat a lot or much of red meat or shellfish because I have gout. Gout is a disease that makes my
I have a cookie.
much higher than most people's.
That's another thing too. Like, I really don't crave sweets. I used to when I was younger. Always have like a dessert, like a cookie, a piece of candy. And I basically don't really crave that stuff anymore. If it's available and it's lying around or a special occasion, I'll have it. I'll give you an example. My wife and I went to Trader Joe's back in like the week before it was like early February. We wanted to just stock up on stuff. And while we were there, we saw this container of dark chocolate peanut butter cups. Now, we almost never buy candy, but we saw it there. It's something rare. You know, you go to Trader Joe's, you see the candies they have are kind of unique. And we're like, man, we both like dark chocolate. We both love peanut butter. All right, let's get this container. Okay? So that was what, first week of February? Guess when I finished that container of peanut butter cups?
Who fucking cares?
There were 2 left, and I found after dinner, I was just going through the pantry, and I saw them. I was like, it's been forever. Might as well just finish these. So I had two little, they're mini, the mini peanut butter cups, 2 mini peanut butter cups. We wrapped it up. But that's what I mean. Like, we don't have that in our heads. We don't think that way anymore. You know, when what they say is out of sight, out of mind.
So why is Cat still the size of a fucking small planet then, Phil? Like, I think, honestly, okay, here's a truth of that, okay? I think Phil, and to be fair, Cat as well, like, I'll say, there's a long time between her being on stream the first time. I'll get back to it. Let's see what Jade's got to say.
Squeaky Wheels Jade tipped £1. Squeak, 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 squeak. Does anybody have any tips on how to get my bony calves muscular? I tried using a calf raising machine, but because I couldn't push diagonally upwards, it shoved my leg bones into my stomach.
Jesus Christ, man. Like, you know, I mean, if you're in the chair, Jade, you don't need to use your calf muscles anyway, since you fucking can't use them in the first place. Oh, for God's sake, boy. That boy ain't right. Oh, yes. Don't worry about your calf muscles, Jay. Just worry more about your fucking arm muscles and you know, making sure your fucking right arm isn't as fucking twice as big as your left arm like Derek's is. That's poor Derek. And poor Jay. Sorry, poor Jay. Poor Jay, not poor Derek. Derek's a bastard. But like, thank you very much, Jade, for the contribution. Don't worry about fucking leg day. Just I think people understand if Jade skips leg day. But here's a point I was trying to make though. Like, so when Kat first appeared in Phil streams, obviously she looked, honestly, aside from fucking having her face plastered and fucking makeup, you know what I mean? She's a normal looking person, you know what I mean? In terms of her, she's some woman, you know, she's just some lady, some woman, you know? And she was in, you know, she looked healthy enough, you know? And then then she got upset at Halloween, whatever, never came back for fucking years, you know? In between then, and you fast forward into the future, it's like, we don't see any sign of her whatsoever, and there's like rumours, and there's pictures of like fucking Phil's at a gas station with this very big person. Is that Kat? I don't know. Are you sure? Well, I was like, who else could it be? And people were actually convinced that it wasn't Kat in the car with Phil because she was so fucking fat. And people couldn't fucking believe that was Kat now. You know? Like, people fucking refused to fucking accept it as a possibility. You know? And then you fast forward to when Kat actually came back to streams when they fucking played, you know, like a dragon together. And yes, it actually turned out she had fucking ballooned up in size or whatever. And it's something that, like, obviously the fucking chat will go and fucking comment on that, you know. It's been years since I've seen fucking Kat. She went from fucking being a normal sized human to being like fucking wider than widescreen. And it's like, what the fuck happened? You know? And it's something that Phil and Kat, I feel like avoiding the subject altogether wasn't helpful whatsoever in terms of like dealing with the situation. Obviously at that, but then again, these are things like we've got to fucking guess. Like, I mean, is it something they've even talked about themselves? Has Kat addressed the fact that she is a lot heavier than she used to be? Does Phil pretend that she's not? Like, what? I mean, And of course, then I think about why, and what's the cause of it. It's the cause Phil. You know what I mean? Also, here's the information we have at our disposal. Kat was a normal sized human being for a few years. You know, we don't know much about Kat when she was younger, of course, but she became normal size when she was with Superman, when she was making her own YouTube content, however. And she moved in with Phil, and then she disappeared for a few years, and then when she came back, she was fucking massive. The common denominator, the one thing that we have is that her living with Phil drove her to being that size, or her maybe work as well. I don't know. It's just one of those fucking things which is like, I feel like there's a smart way and a mature way of handling her size, and maybe talking about it talking about your audience. And Phil wants to push this fucking health narrative. I'm the healthiest I've ever fucking been. Like, Phil, why don't you give Kat the same advice then? If you're going to fucking give your advice to your fucking audience about fucking being healthier, why not fucking make Kat listen to the same advice? Because it seems like she fucking needs it. And it's something I think that you need to fucking, you know, the two you need to fucking actually talk about, you know, and confront, because it seems like you're fucking living in some fantasy land. I don't know. It's just, you get what I'm saying though? It's like this is potentially something which could actually be good for them if they talk about it in a very open manner. But then again, that's the thing, I don't even know if they've actually accepted as a problem. Oops, press the wrong button. I forgot I had that button when I was zooming in the fucking thing. Yeah, I don't need that anymore.
If you don't surround yourself with bad things, then you don't think about them, nor do you really want them. Like, that's how I got out of wanting burgers and steaks. Like, I used to love burgers and steaks. And then a decade ago, I got diagnosed with gout. And I'm like, man, you can't eat that anymore. If you keep eating it, your foot's going to swell up. You're going to be
And yet, DSP tries it. He fucking demands audience. He wants to hit it tomorrow. Yeah, pizza on Tuesday, but he wants burgers on Friday.
extreme pain all the time. So I stopped cold turkey buying it. Instead, chicken, turkey, whitefish, those are the 3 key things you can eat as protein if you have this blood disease. So I started just having a lot of those as substitutes. And within like a year, I don't really crave burgers. I don't ever think of steak. I'm not even kidding you. We'll go to a restaurant on our day off that's like, this restaurant is known for steaks. And I'll be like, I just don't want it. I just don't crave steaks. It's gone away. I don't have that. The wiring in my brain has changed because it's not something that's regularly in my diet. So for sweets, cookies, and things like that, I don't even think about cookies or baked goods or sweets, cupcakes, none of it. When I was a kid, oh yes, all the time in my house when I lived with my parents, there was always something in the house, like a box of donuts, a cake that you're cutting a piece off of or whatever. But no, I don't think about it at all. It's like completely out of my diet because I don't buy it. If you don't buy it, you don't want it. And then you go to the store and you see it and you're like, maybe your mouth waters for like a second. Then if you don't buy it, you're good. And so I don't.
It brings us back to the question of what the fuck happened to Cat Phil. And I'm asking in a, I'm not asking in a mean manner, and I'm asking, it's one of those things like, Phil's description of his life doesn't explain why Cat is the size she is. You get what I'm saying? If it's such a fucking healthy household and has been for several years or whatever, what the fuck happened to Cat and how did it happen?
Enclave Soldier says, how do you guys in the West normalize eating medium rare with the blood dripping seriously? Well, it depends on what you mean. Medium rare.
Medium rare is the best way to eat a fucking steak, okay? It's just the tastiest fucking way, okay? Most experts fucking agree the best way to cook a steak is medium fucking rare. Now, I know it's not for everyone, obviously. Some people prefer a bit more well done, so I don't have the but yeah, it's medium rare is accepted as the best way to cook a steak.
Rare, or just rare, okay, is actually the best way to eat meat, like steak. The problem is there's certain meats you can't eat that way because they're dangerous, like chicken, right? If you have raw chicken or nearly raw chicken, you can end up getting, what is it salmonella? I forget what you get from chicken, but you can get really sick if you eat raw chicken that's infected. So certain meats, they don't recommend it at all. But as long as the meat that you bought is treated the proper way and verified that those cows are healthy, then you can eat it raw or medium rare, bloody, and you won't get sick. Now, you have to be sure that you're buying a high grade of meat and everything, you know what I'm saying?
Has Phil declared himself to be a healthy little cow?
So, yeah, like when I was young, I always had everything overcooked. Okay, for the record, like, I don't know why, whenever we had steak, it was always overcooked. You go to a fast food burger joint, the burger's always overcooked, okay? So when you're young, you don't even understand that you can eat meat at a different temperature and that it'll taste better. You know what I'm saying? So, in that regard, once you've had it, like, rare, like, I never had a rare steak until I actually went to this very expensive high-end steakhouse in Chicago, And when I went there, the steak, like the cheapest steak they had was like $80. Most of the steaks were over 100, but then you got a bunch of sides with it included. So it was like a package deal. You buy the steak, but then you get a bunch, like 3-4 sides with it as part of it that the table would share. Okay? So when I went there, they outright said, just so you know, the recommended temperature for steaks in this steakhouse is rare. If you eat it a different temperature, we could do that for you. If you prefer to have it medium or well done, we'll do it. You know, we cook to order. But you are ruining that very expensive prime cut of meat that we are giving you. You're not going to get the expected presentation or flavor from that steak if you eat it that way. And so all of us at the table were like, all right, we'll try it rare. And
I mean, I've never heard that. I mean, I was always led to believe medium rare was a fucking accepted best way to cook steak. Although maybe it's a different kind of steak. I mean, I'll say that sounds like. I mean, those sound very expensive. Those kind of steaks. Maybe it's a different kind of cut or whatever. I don't know.
Came out, and admittedly, you cut into it, it feels weird. It almost feels gelatinous, okay, when you cut into it. But when you take a piece, and it looks weird when it's rare too, when you put it in your mouth, and you get a different experience. I know the word mouthfeel is weird. I agree, like it's kind of a real, like a yuppie thing. Oh, the mouthfeel of the food. But when you put a rare piece of steak in your mouth, it's so different than when it's well done. It just feels completely different, like you're eating a different thing. The flavor, the way that there is blood, you taste the blood, but the blood hitting your tongue with that texture of the meat is so different than like a torched steak. And that's all I can say. Like, it's actually completely unique. And that was, hands down, that was the best steak I'd ever eaten in my life. And to this day, I've never had a steak as good because I've never had a gourmet steak at rare. You know what I'm saying? It was incredibly good. So you might think it's gross out, bloody steak. But I'm telling you, that feel, the flavor, the experience is just completely different than eating it well done with all the blood out of it or whatever. So just throwing that out there. Maybe one day you want to do it. Splurge. I mean, I splurged that day. Like I told you guys many times. I would think between the three of us, the meal was like over $500, $600. I can't remember now. It was over a decade ago. But I know it was like a really expensive meal. But dude, that went down in history, the best steak I've ever had in my life.
Oh, God. No.
Disgruntled right arm tipped £1. I have to speak with the HR department, because I feel like I'm doing all the work and left arm of Derek isn't doing anything at all.
Agreed.
I have to do all the cranking of his Peter.
No.
And deal with the PTSD of being up the family cat's bum. Restitution needed.
Jesus fucking Christ.
FBI, open up! Get the fuck out of here!
I mean, what is it if I can say, you know, like a right arm like Popeye, left arm like olive oil? Jesus fucking Christ. Oh, fuck me. Yeah. No wonder fucking Derek fucking walks like hunched to one side, you know, his fucking right arm's dragging him fucking down to the ground. Oh, Jesus. It's like, I don't know. Derek's left arm is as fucking thin as Phil's two arms. Oh, God almighty. Yeah, it's just... Jesus, it's such a horrible mental image. I'm getting over the fucking violent nastiness of that fucking mental image. Thanks for the tip, Derek. Yeah, creepy bastard. Sorry. Thank you to Derek's right arm, his overworked right arm, his disgruntled right arm, his can't speak to your fucking manager right arm.
That was over a decade ago, but I know it was like a really expensive meal. But dude, that went down in history, the best steak I've ever had in my life.
Who fucking cares?
It's not blood, it's...
I mean, by the way, that's a lot of fucking money for a meal. Also, he's been corrected here, it's not blood.
Went down in history, the best steak I've ever had in my life.
Hold on, let's see, he's been corrected here. Let's see.
It's not blood, it's myoglobin. Well, there you go, Super DJC getting all technical. The myoglobins are delicious. Indeed. When was the last time I had a steak Zizitzi? I have no recollection whatsoever. Like I said, I don't actively choose steak when I go out. I've been to places that are known for steak, or they got a good surf and turf. I usually don't get it. I'll get anything but. It would have to be like a super rare occurrence where I just like, well, it's been like years, I haven't had a steak. Let me just get a steak on a whim today. But I couldn't even tell you. I don't recall. It's got to have been years since I had a steak. Okay. Beaver Bother tipped me $1.50. That's all I'm going to say. I'm never going to read his messages. But thanks, Beaver Bother, for a $1.50 tip. Appreciate that.
Beaver Bother is the fucking stupidest motherfucker on the fucking planet because Phil has stopped reading the messages now for like, you know, several weeks, it feels like. And they're still giving Phil money. Like, Beaver Bother deserves to fucking lose all that money if they're going to keep doing that. Because Phil is openly said, I'm not going to read your messages anymore. And yet Beaver Bobber just keeps throwing film on anyway. Well, it's only, I say it's only a couple of bucks here and there, but it's on a daily basis. Bear that in mind. Like, $2 a day. Okay? 300 days a year. It's still $600 a year you're spending on film. It's just, listen to that thinking.
Okay, excuse me, I'm belching here. Guys, we're at 140. Out of the 150 goal, can we get to 150 before the podcast ends? We're certainly doing well. So can we do it? Can we get $10 more of support right now and hit that goal? Because I'll be honest, that will put us in a great position to possibly hit 2 goals on this stream. And man, are we accelerating towards DSP Tries It, the Takis menu at Wendy's right now. We did 3 goals yesterday. Can we do more than 1 goal on a stream today? We'll find out. Okay, so what else you guys want to chat about? It's 12:30. The podcast is now going for an hour, and I had nothing to talk about, and we've had a lot of fun topics. So what else is on everybody's mind? Or are we tapped out, and we want to end the show and to get set up for gameplay? Totally up to you. You guys make the decision. Would I consider eating healthy food for DSP Tries It? What do you mean by healthy food, Itzy? Because again, the premise of DSP...
Not burgers. Not fucking pizza. Not fucking deep-fried fucking food. You know what I mean? Like, something that's actually fucking not swimming in fucking grease and fucking fat. You know? Not fucking McDonald's, not fucking Wendy's, not Pizza Hut or Burger King or whatever. You know what I mean? An actual fucking, like, you know, healthy fucking meal. You know, like, get yourself a big fucking Costco baked potato or something, you know what I mean? Fucking DSP tries that shit.
Tries It is supposed to be, I'm trying something that you also have access to. So it's got to be something that's a chain or fast food. That way, you can actually get it for yourself to taste it when you have a chance and compare it to my experience, right? A lot of people say, I watch DSP Tries It because if he'll like something, I'll go get it. If I do something...
Why don't you back it up with a source? My source is that I made it the fuck up.
That's more local, that's more rare for DSP Tries It, and you can't get it, we're kind of losing half the purpose of the show, correct? And I've done that. We've done DSP Tries It for places like Katsu Burger and stuff like that, but the episodes that do best are usually ones that are a mainstream thing. I just mentioned the Taco Bell Chicken Nuggets. That episode has over 2,000 views.
Phil. The episodes... So you... Remember, you eating the food in the first place is supposed to be a reward for your audience for giving you $1,500 to hit that goal. You shouldn't be hung up on the performance of these fucking DSP Tries It because it's meant to be a reward for the audience and not for you. Although, how's that fucking reward for the audience if it's you fucking stuffing your face full of fucking fast food? Like, it doesn't make sense. But here is Phil, once again, taking what is meant to be a fucking reward for his fucking audience and turn it into some sort of fucking thing where he's not going to fucking do it unless he's guaranteed money from it. And attention and views and all that shit. It's just like, what's the point of calling it a reward for the audience then if you're going to fucking not do things if it doesn't get you the views you think you deserve?
Because it's Taco Bell, it's something everyone has access to and can get, you see? So when you're saying, hey, healthy food, right? What do you mean? Make a salad at home and eat?
Man who's never been healthier, confused by what healthy food is. This is the healthiest I've ever been. Now, can someone please explain to me what healthy food is?
How is that interesting for DSP Tries It? Right? It's not a product you can get. It's not something that's really a taste test, but who cares? That's why I eat what I eat on DSP Tries It, because it makes more sense to do it that way. That's why Review Bra doesn't review, a granola bar that he bought at the grocery store. He reviews the new thing that's out there that everyone can get. You see? Okay. Genesis Gaming, 40 months as a member, long-time supporter. Thank you, Genesis Gaming. Can you watch Spine? This is Gun Fu. What? Can I watch Spine? This is Gun Fu. What the heck does that mean?
I'm gonna guess it's him requesting you to watch something. That's just me guessing.
Trailer.
And quite frankly, those people who make that shit up should be sued. They should be sued into oblivion. But I'm not a rich man.
Spine, this is Gun Fu.
Hi, we're Naki. Today we're excited to share the gameplay design of our upcoming Gun Fu game, Spine. In our game, you're the...
Nah, this is not gonna work. You know what I mean? Female fucking lead. He's got an arse. No. Phil's not going to play this. Character's too sexualized. She's got that ass.
Star of your own Gun Fu movie, with our protagonist Redline engaging in free-flow combat, fluidly moving between enemies and never losing control of the action. Guns are our main focus. Everything in Spine...
Is the frame rate weird? It's not 60, is it? It's like a hybrid. It's like 45. It's bizarre because it's like better than 30, but it's definitely not 60, so it's actually throwing me off.
Shut up, bitch!
Whether it's part of free flow combos, dodges, or powering opponents, we always design our mechanics to feel like a gun for movie. Like Redline turning opponents' guns against them instead of carrying an inventory. She can use spray paint to blind her enemies, attack with nearby objects, and use environment to her advantage. Your gun for skills will be tested against both regular foes and powerful bosses, while Redline's spine implant will sharpen her reflexes to even the odds. Care to take on a bigger challenge? Turn on hardcore mode and wish this spine today.
Going to PC, PS5, Xbox Series, and the Switch 2. It's coming to all of those. Okay. Well, what do I think? Well, here's my thoughts. Number one, I do think the frame rate was weird. I don't know why the frame rate there seemed to be in between 30 and 60. It kind of looks like John Wick, but with Kung Fu too, like more over the top. I think it's kind of brutal and gory. I don't know how much I like that in the modern day. Like brutal and gory when you're fighting zombies or, you know, alien invaders versus, oh, just normal people blow their brains out and watch the gore squirt everywhere. The other thing about Gun Fu, or Kung Fu in general, the reason it's impressive usually is because it's real people doing it. And you're like, wow, look at this guy. Look at Jackie Chan in Rumble in the Bronx. He's fighting people and he's jumping over pinball machines and he's putting their faces through. He's really doing that in real life. When you're playing a video game, it's just a video game. It's not real. So is it really impressive that you can do that and you push buttons?
Bill? You realize that when you win in Mario Kart, it's not real life, yeah? Like, you're not... Mario is not real, you know, and Princess Peach and, and Bowser and all that, that's just... It's not real. So why do you get super excited about it, if you come close to winning? And don't you get me started in fucking fighting games, Phil?
I don't know. I don't know about that game. Maybe not. Kind of a I don't know yet. I guess we'd have to see. Okay. I received a $2 tip. What would your wrestling entrance theme be? Thugs on the floor would be a good choice. Absolutely not. It would be this.
Make the bad man stop. Shut the fuck up.
Shut up, bitch!
My biggest fans are idiots.
Nice shirt, 25
Thanks for the $2. All right. And then I got a $2.22 tip. What? From Joe Cock Reeks, and I'm not kidding you. He's talking about having anuses for nipples and what would happen if your nipples were anuses. That's just amazing stuff. Anyway, moving on. I received a $2 tip. Blind man Phil. Why, because I'm wearing sunglasses? I thought that they looked quite stylish, but you think I'm blind,
old bastard!
I'm not blind. Absolutely not. How could I play video games so well if I were blind? Anyway. Let's see here. I got a $1.11 tip. Have you played Angry Video Game Nerd Adventures? That would be fun. I don't know. I know that years ago, there was a marathon where people said, play the AVGN game. And I said, oh, okay, what is it? And people showed me. And I got it. And we played it. And it was okay. It was basically kind of like a combination of Mega Man and a few other games together, like a platformer, like maybe like Super Meat Boy, Mega Man, and a few other things. But it was very adult-oriented. It had tons of swearing, gore. Apparently, there was an entire stage based on Atari porn. We didn't play that one because I didn't want to get banned from YouTube. But we played it for like 30, 40 minutes, and I was like, it's decent, but we never went back to it. But from what I understand, aren't there a bunch of AVGN games? I think there are. I think there was like 2 or 3 of that style, and there were more made too. So I don't know which one you're talking about, because I don't know what's what in the whole AVGN gaming universe. I don't know. Okay.
Who fucking cares?
Okay. All right, guys. Well, we've certainly had a lot to talk about today. But you know what we haven't had to talk about today? Subs on Kick. There's 0 subs.
And of course, it turns into another fucking segment. Holy fucking shit.
Oh, we've certainly had a lot to talk about today. But you know what we haven't had to talk about today? Subs on Kick. There's 0 subs on Kick. 0. If we had 1 gifted sub right now on Kick, we would hit the goal. Can we get a sub on Kick this morning for the Level 1 podcast?
Nope.
Cringe as fuck.
I'm waiting. I'm waiting for a sub to pop up.
Make the bad man stop.
I try. Ugh. Okay. It's embarrassing. I know it is embarrassing that there's so many of you on Kick and no one contributes. I know. It's very embarrassing for you. Incredibly embarrassing.
Oh, apparently Phil can't remember having steak. And there's a link. Sonny's provided a link. Hold on. This should be good. Let's see. So when was this?
We ordered
Phil's day off from less than a year ago. So this was let's see the description here. This was uploaded on. So this is from the 10th of August 2024. There you go. And what did Phil have on his day off?
Hawaiian barbecue, but get this, I tried something new that I've wanted to try from Hawaiian barbecue for a while and I never did. Well, yesterday for the first time ever, I tried Loco Moco. And let me tell you something. Loco Moco is absolutely amazingly good. This was so effing good. And I know it's not high quality food, right? What is it? It's two like sirloin steak patties, or it's supposed to be ground beef, but I think they use higher grade meat. It tasted kind of like yeah, it kind of tasted like Salisbury steak. That's kind of what it tasted like. 2 patties of Salisbury steak with 2 sunny side up eggs on top, slathered in a gravy over rice. That's Loco Moco, okay? So it doesn't sound like much at first, but let me tell you something. It was amazing. It was so effing good. I broke the egg, you start eating the chunks, all the flavors go together, and then all that stuff absorbs into the rice underneath. It's just amazing flavor. I was like, wow, I'm blown away at how good this tastes. And you know, it's cheap. Loco Moco's not expensive. It's actually cheap compared to other things that you would get. I was like, dude, now I get it. Because remember, a lot of the things in Hawaiian cuisine are based on like the times around World War II when times were tough. That's why it's Spam. Yes, ham in a can is a critical ingredient in a lot of their cuisine. So hamburger patties with eggs on rice with gravy. Doesn't sound too complex, but dude, it tasted amazing. I loved it.
I bet he wore that fucking shirt as well when I went to the fucking restaurant. He probably wore this very same fucking shirt when he was eating that shit. Okay, this was August of last year when Phil was fucking waxing Lydigo about stuffing his fucking face full of fucking sirloin steak patties or whatever and rice and Loco or whatever. But Jesus Christ, there you go. A Phil memory hold that experience, that meaningful day off experience, Phil seems to have forgotten in memory holding to fucking oblivion. I blame the alcohol for destroying those memories.
All right. So, anything else, guys? Or shall we wrap up the show? I mean, it's been a long show. I thought today, no lie, I thought today's podcast would be short. I thought we'd have people have a few questions. We'll be done. Here we are, an hour and 10 minutes into the show, and we're still going. So, hey, apparently you guys had a lot to talk about today. Is there anything else? Any other topics, questions, support? Or shall we wrap it up? Profit Owner. And once again, Profit, can you let me know if your name is Profit Oner or Profit Owner? Because I don't know. But Profit Owner with a $3 super chat says, let's hit that goal. And then as he was doing that, I received a £4.99 super chat from Gareth, who says, here's something to help with the goal. So let's see here.
Spoiler alert, Phil's hit the goal. Brace yourselves for celebrations and being felted. Our day's been ruined because Phil was given money.
$6.72. Thank you, Gareth. And so, with those contributions, ladies and gentlemen, it is absolutely positively official. We have hit the goal for the stream before we have even booted a video game. Ladies and gents, thank you so very, very much for your support. Thank you for filling the coffers. Thank you for supporting the content. Thank you for allowing me to have such an improved way of business. Meaning, now, there's no limitations. We can buy whatever games we want, play them, entire playthroughs, or for one stream. I can get peripherals that are expanding my content because of your level of support. Thank you so very much for this. I appreciate it so much. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. And also, thank you. Alrighty then. Awesome. Thank you guys for hitting the goal before we even started with the gameplay. That is amazing. I received $1.11. Where did I come up with the name Darkside Phil? But also, remember, anus is for nipples. There you go. So it's the same person. All right, thanks for the tip. Thanks a lot. All right. You got to wonder, does this person, because this person is not here every day, right? They're here every once in a while. And when they're here, then they'll tip a bunch of dollar tips.
Phil, only you would know that because you fucking have that information. You fucking act like we fucking know who the fucking person is when we see that fucking tips. So only you see the fucking tips. Only you have access to that fucking information, like what email address I fucking use to fucking give you the money. So how the fuck would we, how are we meant to answer that question? A way to fucking prove once again that you fucking have your fucking dent's fucking PayPal information and email address and all shit that you fucking pay close attention to. You know? Like Phil, honestly, fucking, I mean, imagine Phil saying that, you know? I know this person's not here every day because I fucking pay attention to the email address as I fucking ignore their contributions. And say they're fucking too dumb to read out, not a shit. Like, fucking hell, man. What a creepy bastard thing to say.
does this person, because this person is not here every day, right? They're here every once in a while. And when they're here, then they'll tip a bunch of dollar tips to say that's ridiculous stuff. Do you think they have a rotation of streamers they do this on? Like, do you think they come here a couple days, then they go to another streamer a couple days, then another streamer a couple days? And
it goes back to him fucking being like, you know, like, this goes back to him like wondering where like fucking only Ice Ken's fucking money came from. I was like, where did I get the money from? Are they giving this money to other people? Well, it's none of your fucking business what other people do with their fucking money.
You go through this like rotation of people, and then eventually they just go back. They come back because I noticed that they're gone for like a week or two. Then all of a sudden they're back doing this again. You gotta wonder what is this weird behavior, right?
Thank you very much to WPIG for sending their audience this way. We're going to come to an end. Obviously, Phil's going to wrap up the show very soon. The bingo, we're close to a full house. We're 4 away from a full house. We've got 3 spaces so far for Phil begging and for Phil burping and starting all that shit. You know what I mean? We still need 3 spaces. You know, if we can get likes on stream, that'd be good to get a free space.
Come the fuck in or fuck the fuck off.
Oh shit. Thank you very much to some guy named Steve for popping a 15-month message saying that all that money, yet doesn't have a single cent saved for retirement. Exactly. Like, this is what I'm saying. You never need to be jealous of Phil Burnell because the money's all gone by the following fucking day. You know? Also, yeah, in case, so for all the people that might be members, so some people who might be members who weren't here at the start, yeah, long story short, I have changed. Basically, I'm making memberships cheaper, but I couldn't get rid of the old membership level because you can't just edit it. So, yeah, in a few weeks' time, I'm going to delete the perk, which is a current, you know, I'm going to delete the more expensive membership perk, and the cheaper one will replace it, but it's the exact same membership, if that makes sense. So for people that just kind of got here, then yeah, there's a community post on my page explaining it as well. But yeah, that's why some guy named Steve has his membership say do not select this level. I'm trying to get people to not select. So there's like I've got 2 different membership perks, you know, to levels. One's the Bingo Baddies, and one is the renamed one, which used to be Bingo Baddies, which is now called do not select this level. Because I'm gonna get to that level in a few weeks' time. So there we go. We have 50 likes on stream, which is a third free space. Thank you very much indeed, which means we are 3 away from a full house as things stand. Good stuff indeed. Thank you guys for getting me to 50 likes. Remember, 75 likes is now a free space. Also, we're 3 more burps or snorts or sips away from a free space as well. And I think we're actually 1 more membership as well. I'm pretty sure, I think it's 1 more membership. Hold on, let me just check here. 1, 2, 3, 4. I don't know. Hold on 2 seconds. Wait, 1. And then 2. Is it only 2? No. It's like 3, I think. No, it is. We are 1 more membership away, either new or rejoining or whatever, from getting a free space as well. Because we've had 4 of those pop up so far. So there you go. Anyway, let's get on with bingo. Thank you very much. Dead air much? That's a lot of dead air.
I never played Star Fox Assault. Isn't that the one where you the wing? What is it called? The Fox wing or whatever? It transforms and it walks around like a mech. I never played that one. The last Star Fox game was the one that was on Wii U. I played that one.
2 more burps or snorts or sips.
So you know what would be nice? Since we
come the fuck in or fuck the fuck off.
Thank you very much to Naltononin for popping their 15-month membership message saying, why is this Regard wearing sunglasses indoors? Does this Regard think he's cool or something? Last I checked, he's a Regard. I mean, yeah, he's a dumb bastard. He's an absolute stupid fucking bastard. You know, but yeah, Phil wore him because, you know, it's sunny and he just wants to chill. And yeah, that's his logic and rationale, I guess, you know what I mean? But we get a free space for that, so that's the 5th popped membership thing of the day, of the stream. So yeah, we get a free space for that as well. We have 4 free spaces, which means we are 2 away from a full house as things stand. We're close to winning bingo. We're 2 more, you know, sips or snorts or burps away from a free space as well. So we are very close.
So you know what would be nice? Since we exclusively got to this goal with support from...
This is a big. I'm curious, this is a big. Let me rewind and fucking start a big timer.
So you know what would be nice? Since we exclusively got to this goal with support from YouTubers and tippers, right? It sure would be great if we could get another goal on this stream thanks to the Kick viewers. Like right now, if someone were to give, I don't know, 30 subs to hit a second goal, that would be absolutely amazing and appropriate. So maybe that's what'll happen. Maybe a generous person on Kick will say, you know what? I'm not going to let the YouTube viewers outstage me today, outshine me.
Who fucking
the Kick
cares?
Viewer. The Kicksters? The Kicksters can't be outdone. The Kicksters need to rally. Bruh. The Kicksters must work. Yes. Asmin is talking about me again. Good for him. He can talk about whoever he wants. I don't care. Go for it. I don't give a shit. But what about the Kicksters? What are you guys up to? All right. Any other topics, any other questions today, guys? Anything else to discuss? Or shall we wrap it up? Notice I've said that like 4 times, and every time I do that, I get bombarded with more questions, so I can't go. I think people do it on purpose. Will the Kicksters rally? We have 6 goals to go for DSP tries at the Takis menu at Wendy's. Think about what an unprecedented, amazing moment it would be if we were to hit 30 goals early, and we were to do DSP tries at the Takis menu at Wendy's tomorrow. Can you imagine? Do you know how many people would seethe and cry and cope if I received that level of support so early?
Well, Phil, we've conclusively proven this. Okay, but we have conclusively proven. I'll show you guys again. Never mind Phil's chubby little fucking fuckboy face here. I'll show you again. Okay? I ran a poll asking people, you know, do they care that Phil gets whaled out? Or do you want this fucking dentist to go bankrupt? Whaling Phil. The majority of people don't care about you getting money, Phil, because we fucking know it doesn't go to anything positive or meaningful whatsoever. Your life does not get enriched in any fucking way. Your home's still in a fucking state of disrepair. Your fucking broken fucking house is still a fucking broken home. You know, you have fucking appliances which are still fucking broken as well and not any closer to getting fucking fixed. Your honeymoon has not happened yet. Kat has still not got her honeymoon from marrying you. Like, all the money that you fucking rake in from your fucking viewers on a regular basis, and yet your life has not fucking got anything special whatsoever. It'd be something different. So the money Phil makes, he should be making us jealous. In fact, it is actually, it's like fucking criminal almost that Phil is not fucking having an incredibly meaningful life with the money he makes. But that's what makes him a fucking lolcow. This is why he's fucking so entertaining as a fucking lolcow to fucking watch and point and laugh at. Because he gets a lot of fucking money. You or me would fucking put that sort of fucking money into sort of like anything.
Fuck off.
Thank you, Judden, for the 16 months. It says if he asked whether people preferred money or a social life with friends and good memories made, he'd be confused but I could answer. Exactly. He wouldn't know how to fucking answer it. He'd be fucking lost. Like, what are friends? What's a social life? What do you mean? He'd be confused as fuck. He'd be like, I have a social life. I talk to my camera and my audience. Like, he actually fucking tried to portray that as, like, you know, hanging out with people. I was like, last month he actually tried to spin that. You know, oh, I talk to you guys all the time, you guys talk to me. When you join on my streams and I talk to you on camera. And you type in chat. Like, that's his idea of a social life. Like, no, Phil, that's not really, you know, it's like, no. Just fucking going out there and just fucking enjoying life, going out for fucking, you know, catching up with old friends and all that shit, going for some drinks or playing some fucking games or pool or whatever, or fucking just doing something, going somewhere with people, you know. And it's like, no, I just, Phil's like, I haven't got time for that. If I miss a stream, I'm not going to make money and I'm going to go bankrupt. This is what I'm saying. Phil, if me or you got the sort of money Phil fucking gets, then our lives would fucking also be, we'd be fucking enjoying like dream like vacations. We'd be able to fucking maybe afford like our dream home, for example. That sort of money, we'd fucking, you know, we wouldn't know what to fucking do with that sort of money. Let's be honest here. Like, Phil makes, I mean, realistically, like, Phil makes per month. I'm just trying to think here. It's probably 5 times as much as I do per month, roughly. Almost.
Come the fuck in and fuck the fuck off.
See, I think it's though because I'm pound sterling and he's dollars. If Phil makes over $10,000 a month, you know what I mean, then it's like 4 to 5 times as, you know, as much as I do. He makes per month, you know. And yeah, I feel like my life is far more better than his. You know, like, you get what I'm saying? I feel like, you know, I'd rather have my life than his, because his life has fucking just got nothing special about it, you know. He gets a lot of money and he fucking just wastes it away in the fucking same old shit. Well, thank you, Sonny, for gifting the membership. And that membership went to Confucio. So yeah, Confucio has become a sponsor. So there you go. So Sonny gifted 1 membership. And that membership went to Confucio. So good stuff indeed. Thank you very much for that. Anyway, as I was saying, Phil, we don't fucking care about you getting money. It doesn't fucking matter to us whatsoever. All it does is make your fucking fans have less money. So yeah. By all means, please keep fleecing your fucking dumbass audience for as much money as possible. There's absolutely nothing to us. It doesn't affect us, detract us in any way. We don't care. We want your fucking fans. They fucking suffer because they fucking deserve it. Sonny's asking, is that a free space? No. We already had a free space for the memberships. That did not count it. So before the stream went live, Navy Vet for Life got themselves a membership, you know. So that was like the first one, if that makes sense. How do I explain this? So Navy Vet for Life got their own membership at the start of the stream, and then Destroyer popped the membership message, and then Navy Vet for Life actually popped theirs again after renewing it, and after that, some guy named Steve was fourth, and Dreaded Ends fifth. So Dreaded Ends pop-up thing was them becoming that was a free space activated for that, and I'm pretty sure I thought I counted that. Hold on, what's the free spaces? We got a free space for likes, we got a free space for begs, we got a free space for we got all the free spaces so far. I'm pretty sure we got all the free spaces, you know, counted and confirmed. But as things stand, we're 2 away from a full house still, I think, but we're close though. We're very close. Let's just be sure. Hold on. We got one for begs. Big timer, that's 1 free space. We got a second free space of 50 likes. Third one for the 18 sips and snorts and burps. And the fourth one was for the membership. Okay, yeah, it is 4. Okay. Just want to make sure I didn't lose count.
They wouldn't be able to handle it. Their brains would explode. They'd be making crying, rage-baiting videos about it. They can't take it. Think of my health, though. I mean, that is true. I did just eat, not so good mod pizza a couple days ago, and then eat that spicy chicken sandwich probably ain't that good either. You're right. I mean, that is a good fair point. Fair point there. I cannot counter that one. Felix the Mate says, well, then give all the YouTubers all the attention and make the Kicksters feel lonely. Maybe I should. Maybe I should just ignore Kick Chat all day because no one's supporting. Maybe I could do that.
Member bomb.
My biggest fans are idiots.
Oh, we got a free space now with memberships because Sonny just sent 5 memberships there. So thank you very much, Sonny, for gifting 5 memberships. Sonny, you picked the wrong level. Sonny, I just noticed this. Sonny, you picked the more expensive one. You could have picked. You should have picked the other one. I mean, I appreciate it. But I'm trying to get people to kind of pick the one that's cheaper now because I feel like I was overcharging people. So, but by all means, I mean, I appreciate you gifting memberships. Wait, it wouldn't let you? That's weird. Why wouldn't it let? That's so strange. I mean, that's very confusing. I need to do something. I don't know. I'll after Bingo's done, I'll look into it, man, and make sure I was like, I'm very confused with that. Also, I want the new normal for Bingo memberships to be the cheaper one. I was overcharging people for fucking sake. I feel like I was overcharging people. I don't want people to have to fucking pay more for something they shouldn't have to pay more for, if you get what I'm saying. I mean, I feel like I'm fucking getting too greedy for that. But we got a free space anyway, thanks to your generosity and kindness. So thank you very much for that. And congratulations to Ramen Brahmin, Angel of Vitality, King of Bait, Neil Diamond Cutter, and War Dog Leader. The King of Suffering himself, War Dog Leader. They all got membership thanks to Sonny's kindness and generosity, so thank you very much for that. Of course, that means we are 1 away from a full house. If Phil burps 2 more times or snorts 2 more times, we get the full house. Alto Ronan says a Dentai C is called I Love Pie. And we all know Phil isn't about the poontang pie, Phil's all about the strudel. That's a fucking classic rock reference for you right there. As like people, so people don't need to cancel. So if you're a member currently on so don't worry about cancelling your old membership or whatever. I'm going to delete the perk anyway. The old perk, I'm deleting in a few weeks' time. Because if I delete it now, it just wipes out every single member currently who's on that perk, and that feels like I don't want to do that to people because it would take, if people just got, for example, today people just got a membership today. So if I deleted today, they lose a membership today after just getting it. So I'm going to wait a few weeks for people to try and, but yeah, I want to also try and get people onto the cheaper membership stuff, if that makes sense. I'll try and sort it out, I'll do everything to fucking sort it out. I'll see what I can do. It'd be a lot fucking simpler if fucking YouTube just fucking let us amend the membership prices instead of fucking making a new fucking perk and all that shit and trying to edit it and all that shit, but that's just the way it goes. But yeah, I'll do it if I can sort it though. Thank you very much.
So someone's asking, did I ever think about taking an ancestry test, or why won't I? Because people keep bringing it up as a goal or something. All right, here's the truth. I don't really care at all.
I mean, it'd be interesting, Phil. It's like you could fucking be like fucking, you could have some sort of bizarre sort of fucking mix of like, different roots about you. You might have some like Celtic ancestry or something.
what my ancestry is, like what percent of what I am or am not. It doesn't matter to me at all. You know, I was raised in a home where my mom.
Phil, it does matter to you. The fucking fake Italian bitches fucking pretend it doesn't matter to him. Fuck off. My ancestry doesn't matter to me. I look at you fucking pretend that I'm Italian. What's a coming I go? I like pizza. Check out my fucking special sauce, bitch.
I am or am not. It doesn't matter to me at all. You know, I was raised in a home where my mom knew a lot of Italian recipes and cooking and traditions, but also knew a lot of Polish stuff. So I grew up with a lot of Italian food and a lot of Polish food in the household. Okay. My dad really didn't know anything in regards to his culture or whatever, his European background. So really the only culture that we had in the house was American generic stuff or some Italian or some Polish. That was really it. Okay. Outside of that, I've never really celebrated.
I've got some Polish for you, motherfucker. Spierdala gruba dziwko.
My heritage. Like I never went to an Italian festival. I never had a gathering.
That means fuck off, fat bitch.
Of Polish, you know, so like for example, my neighbors were Irish when I was a kid. They did a million things that had to do with their heritage. They were
We won bingo. We won bingo. And we won bingo. Thanks to that magical fucking word.
Burger.
Million.
5 in a row. That's concerning.
Isn't that an interesting fucking number? Steve, I hope you're still there, buddy.
Jesus. All right, so ladies and gentlemen. 6 million. 6 million. That's a pretty interesting number, isn't it? 6 million. Well, guess what? You're wrong. It didn't happen. You're making it up, right? You make that shit up. No, how about this? Banned. Gone forever. Because I don't put up with your fucking bullshit.
Now that was good. Now that was a fucking good one.
The bar's being raised.
Oh, it's fantastic. It's always fucking fantastic. That wee bastard Steve fucking left. He was waiting for it as well. Like says, when the bingo card was drawn, he's like, yes, millions on this card. I'm looking forward to it. And then we get there in the end. Million saves the fucking... Million secures a bingo victory. And there's no Steve to be fucking seen. That bastard better be fucking stuck somewhere in the fucking flare and pain. Otherwise, I'm gonna be annoyed that he missed the fucking full house bingo and a million being played. He's a, you know... I'm gonna actually, you know, that bastard, you know, he's probably fucking busy fucking drowning himself in fucking orange Lucasade or something. But yeah, we've won bingo, that's the main thing. We're victorious in bingo, that's the grand thing. So, let's tick off all the free spaces.
Burger.
There we go.
Full house. Oh boy, how exciting!
We got a full house.
Anyway.
This is the bingo card we had for the full house. As you can see, the hills are alive with the sound of cats fat. It's Skyrim. And poor fucking Jasper's got to fucking make sure the two fucking idiots don't get fucking lost in Skyrim. But hey, fucking go. That is a full house on a bingo card. It adds $10 to the bingo card as well. So bingo price one goes up $10 because we got the full house on the bingo today. Excellent stuff indeed. Now, of course, we can go to live DSP if you want to see how the bad man's doing. So let's do exactly that. Let's fucking go straight forward.
Trying to open my menu, they wouldn't let me. Are you kidding me? I gotta do the whole thing over.
They wouldn't let you open your menu?
Who fucking cares?
That's ass. I didn't do anything wrong. I couldn't open my menu. I kept pressing start. It wouldn't let me do it because I couldn't stop moving because they attacked non-stop over and over. Wow. That's complete ass.
He's had 5 memberships. Give him to him. Top super chat was still about $100 from the pile over. I think it's something like 190. I think his goal is so far 190, but let's confirm that. Top tips.
So they attack non-stop, not allowing you to open your menu because the menu mechanic is outdated and you can't interrupt an action with opening the menu. So if you're in a blocking action, you can't open the menu ever. That is incredibly stupid.
$190. Should we watch Phil die? Will Phil die? I don't know. I didn't die. Boo.
Stupid delayed action menu. Great.
The bad man didn't die. Ah, boo. Hey, we're done with the bad man. We're done with the bad man. Oh, this is the Monterey Bay Aquarium. The Vancouver Aquarium was getting cleaned out. You know, it wasn't ready, so I thought we'd go to the Monterey Bay Aquarium instead. And the otters are fucking fast asleep, chilling in a little hole, as you can see. Good stuff indeed. Guys, I am going to wrap things up there. Thank you for joining me for some robust bingo antics. No, there's an otter there. There's one otter who'll sit this week. The other otters are fucking just like sleeping in a wee hole, whatever, but we just got one otter that's wide awake and swimming about in the water. Good stuff indeed. But yeah, I'm going to wrap things up there. Remember, guys, tomorrow's bingo stream is going to be a shorter bingo because Phil is doing a podcast style show where he's only going to be talking for 20 or 30 minutes and then beginning gameplay. That means we're going to be doing a 3x3 bingo card instead of a 5x5 bingo card. So it'll be a smaller bingo card and a shorter bingo. But hopefully we still got a full house because we're going to have a 3x3 card instead to compensate for Phil not doing a longer show, a usual length show. So, you know, fingers crossed for that. And also, after bingo is all said and done as well, we're going to go into marbles afterwards because every Friday, after bingo is all said and done, we try and complete 3 very challenging marble courses to see if we can add some more bingo prize fund money by completing those very challenging courses. Some evil bastard is spraying these otters with water. They were just chilling, having a good time in the wee hole, and some prick came along and fucking hosed them down. What an arsehole. How dare they make those otters wet? Anyway, okay, I'm going to wrap things up there. Thank you for joining me, as I said, you know what I mean. I'll be back tomorrow with some more bingo antics. Until then, I hope you all enjoy the rest of your Thursday. And yeah, I'll catch you all later. Until then, I'm going to end to it all event by putting in today's PIG contributions, maybe it's really talented Pixar animation. So until tomorrow, have a good Thursday, and I'll catch you all later. Goodbye.
On September 14th, a pre-authorized payment of $16.51 from PayPal.
All right, Luna Mills has tipped me $1.30. It says, "I'm back. What's your favorite type of shower?" When you're showered in money. When you go outside, all of a sudden, greenbacks start falling from the sky, and you raise your face up. You're like, oh, you start dancing. You go, oh, money, money, yeah, yeah. All right, I don't know what the hell you're talking about, but thank you for the first tip of the day. Money, money, yeah, yeah. Money, money, oh, money, money, yeah, yeah. Money, 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 yeah, yeah. Money, money, oh, money, money, yeah, yeah. These contributions are mandatory. Money, money, yeah, yeah. Money, money, oh, money, money, yeah, yeah. Money, 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 yeah, yeah. Money, money, oh, money, money, yeah, yeah. These contributions are mandatory. Show me the money. Money, money, yeah, yeah. Money, money, oh, money, money, yeah, yeah. Money, 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 yeah, yeah. Money, money, oh, money, money, yeah, yeah. These contributions are mandatory. And it's gone, just gone like that.